Hello, hello. There's Mark popping up from the bottom of the screen.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Welcome to Paul's Beer Reviews. I'm doing a live stream for the first time in God knows how long. Thought we'd have a quick meet up and have a couple of beers and have a chinwag. And as you can see, I am joined by Marky Boy from the Craft Beer Hub.
Hello, mate.
How are you, sir? How you doing?
I'm very well, mate. How's the things going with you?
All good, mate. All good.
Nice one.
Busy. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been a busy boy, yeah.
Busy boy. Busy. Yes, it's all. Yeah, everything's all gone a bit. Everything's all changed. So yeah, it's obviously since I've last done. I think the last time I did a live stream was shortly. I think it was shortly after the Queen passed away. So it was a good.
Oh wow.
A good couple of months or so ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all been changed since then, really. So we've got Trilby Phil is in. Hello, sir. How you doing?
How you doing, Jim?
There's Oi. Jim is in. Simply Oi. How are you, Jim?
Hey, Jim.
Hope you're doing well. Beers and banter, which is it's Luke, isn't it?
It is.
Oi, Southern Savoyers. He caught me out with that one the other day. I was watching a live stream and he was chatting away and he goes, "Hello, Paul," and I'm like, "All right."
Hello, mate.
All right. Who's that? And then I cottoned on when everyone started calling him Luke. I was like, changed his channel name again. You know.
There we go.
Can't stop that man. Can't do his name.
What's on the menu first for you, Paul? What are you drinking?
I am about to get stuck into an IPA from a brewery new to me, and they're called New River Brewery, and they're in Hoddesdon, which is like Enfield area, sort of North London. And they we sell this stuff at the tap room where I work. So I nabbed a few bottles, see what all the fuss is about. So
fair play, mate.
I'm getting stuck into that one first off. What about you? What are you having?
I'm a bit torn, mate. I've got Forest Road very kindly sent me some beers.
Oh, nice.
So I think I should probably start with their lager. I got duplicates. They sent me 6 beers. There were duplicates of the lager and the pale ale. So crack into this.
Get stuck into them, man.
Never had a Forest Road beer before. Literally messaged me out of the blue, inviting me to probably one of them circular messages. Do you know what I mean? Going around on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I messaged back saying like, thanks for the invite, but I can't make it. It was to a pub opening. So I'm sorry, I just can't make it. And then we just had a conversation with Ellie, who works there, and she was like, "Do you want me to send you some of our beers?" I was like, "If you don't mind." So here we are.
Does the Pope shit in the woods?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got to have it. I like the branding. That looks good there on the can.
Really, that's what I said to her. I said, when she messaged me, I said, I've never had one of your beers. I said, but I know your branding because it pastel colours. I just remember an array of pastel coloured cans, and that's what turned up. So, yeah,
nice,
very nice.
David Wilson is here. Hello, David. How you doing, mate?
Wilson.
Hope you're well. Congrats on 1 year, Mark. Yeah, Marky boy.
Thank you, mate.
I'll get a mouthful of this.
I was down your way the other day, David. At Elusive, seeing some friends down there. Went to Elusive. So yeah, they very kindly gave me some beer. So I've got a few of their reviews coming up actually.
Very nice, man. So down in Berkshire way near Reading.
Yeah, so I said it in the video, but it's quite a funny story. I was a bit of a weird one. Like we got friends down there, but I'm friends with both one of their parents. And Natasha, who I'm friends with, her mum lives in Finch Hampstead or near Finch Hampstead, which is where Siren Craft are from.
Yeah.
So her mum was like, and her mum knows about my YouTube and she watches and stuff. And she said, should we go to Siren Craft? I was like, yeah, I'll happily go to their tappy. They're bound to have some good stuff on. And as we drove in, Elusive are literally in a tiny little unit, bang opposite. So I was like, sod the Siren Craft, we're going to Elusive. No disrespect to Siren Craft, I do like their beer, but
these their neighbours, aren't they? I've heard them,
honestly across the road.
Yeah, I've heard them talking about how if one of them is short on something, they'll like literally run over the road and say, "Mate, if you got any spare barrels or something like that, they'll just run it over for them." You know,
literally, I reckon if you got a bit of a jog on, you'd be there in 15 seconds.
Yeah, it can't be bad, can it? It can't
Mm.
be bad. Jim is saying hello to Mr. Wilson. Luke says, calling myself Northern Monkey Hips in the new year. There we go. That's his next name. New name. You heard it here first. Northern Monkey Hips. Hello, you legends. And Paul. Cheers, Thomas. Cheers,
Thomas.
I've just had a message from Crummy, who's coming on. Just says he's having tech issues, but he'll be with us soon.
Oh.
There you go. Luke says hello, Mr. Wilson and Philby and Jim. Everyone's saying hello to each other, which is lovely. Jim saying Thomas. Thomas saying hello, Jim. Dave saying hello, Thomas. Craig is in. Hello, Craig. How you doing?
How you doing, Craig?
How are you, mate? Hope you're well.
Absolutely.
Hello to Craig. Paul Goggin is in. Hello, Paul. How you doing, fella? Hope
Hello,
you're well. Dave also says, bit away from me, Mark. Bit away from me.
You're yeah, he's more Aldershot way. Yeah, it would be a bit away from you, actually, wouldn't it?
I didn't know where David was from. I always thought David was from London for some reason. Perhaps it's just I've only ever seen him at London Beer Festival.
Might be spreading fake news with that one.
Fake news.
Fake news,
lad. It's fake news. Dave says hello, Paul Goggin. Craig says cheers, Dave. Cheers, Luke. Jim says loved your latest honest review. I agree. Sometimes super fresh IPAs that are dank can come across like biting into a pine cone. I wouldn't have minded a bit of pine cone. I'm assuming you're referring to that Polly's review that came out this evening.
I watched your review earlier. I watched it.
Oh, dear, oh dear. I was just thought I had a bad batch or something, but I've had a few people comment on it and say, nah, mine was the same. So
yeah, I mean, I didn't get onion, but I just thought it was a bit like, I don't know. I mean, I had it probably, I don't know what, 3 weeks ago. So it might be different batch or whatever, or different run, but I just thought it was quite poor.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was there was something very wrong with it, in my opinion. I don't think they would have put it out. Deliberately tasting like that. It just tasted like a super fresh, overly hopped IPA. Normally, I wouldn't have an issue with that, but it'd been in a can for 2 months, so it was
I saw that. Yeah, it's not great, is it?
It was a bit weird. But I've had a can from Verdant before that was like canned the week that I received it, and I had that. And I was like,
too fresh.
Oh, it's like too fresh. It needed time to settle, And I know Patty's been guilty of that as well. Where people have had cans of Patty and they're just like, oh, it's too fresh. It's too fresh. Yeah. I need to let it sit for a bit. But yeah, you can't win them all. Polly's have got a great reputation, but if that's someone's first beer from Polly's, I wouldn't be surprised if they're kind of thinking, I don't think I want any more of their beers.
No, especially when you probably consider that beer at a bottle shop would probably be a good quid, £1.20, £1.30 more expensive than what they paid in Morrison's.
Oh, easy. Yeah, easy. Definitely. Yeah, it's one of them. CJ Art is in. Hello, mate.
Hello, CJ.
Evening, ladies. Paul Gold says cheers to Dave. Dave saying hello to CJ Art. Joel Morrison, hello, Joel. He said Cristiano Ronaldo ruined his career. I don't know, it's a strange one. I never agree with players speaking out against their employers. I think it's just massively disrespectful. Whether he's ruined his career or not, I don't know. But
I think, you know what, Joel? I think he's actually trying to save the last few years of his career, if I'm honest. I think he knows he's stagnating at United. He needs to get out.
Apparently he wants to continue playing at the highest level. He's got no interest in going to the MLS or playing in the Middle East or something like that. But you kind of got to think, where's he going to go if he doesn't go to United? If he doesn't stay at United, seriously, where's he going to go?
It'll be someone like Newcastle. It'll be a nouveau riche club that aren't quite. Do you know what I mean? Aren't quite there. Sell a few shirts, get a few goals out of him for a year.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of British football, I think Newcastle's the only option for him. But I don't think they're ready. I don't think he'd consider joining Newcastle. I think he'd consider that below him.
And actually, where Joel's got a point is, if you're Eddie Howe and you're your team's flying that much, would you risk signing him? Would you risk having that circus?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of managers. I mean, there were talks about Bayern Munich, and apparently the director of football of Bayern Munich said, "No, we're not interested. Doesn't fit into the way that we want to do things." Who was it? Was it Thomas Tuchel who said something similar when he was at Chelsea in the summer before he got fired? He said, "No, he doesn't fit into the way we want to do things." And you kind of got to look at all the successful coaches in the country at the moment. They all play high pressing, high intensity football, and that's just not Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, he's not going to do that. He's not going to fit into a Guardiola side or a Klopp side or anything like that. Honestly, I think if he wants to move, it's going to be America or Saudi Arabia, playing over there somewhere for silly money.
Got to be. I mean, would PSG get shot at Neymar and put Ronaldo in? I mean,
I don't know.
That's huge, isn't it? That is huge.
Really are they? I mean,
scraping the barrel there with that, really.
He's 37 years old now, isn't he, as well, Cristiano Ronaldo? It's a strange one, you know. Oi, Crummy's here. He's made it. He's made it. Bosh. There he is.
I've arrived. How are we doing?
You've managed it.
I managed it, yeah. I don't know if anyone saw the start of the stream or the attempted start of the stream when I was at John's a couple of weekends ago, and just nothing would work. My computer started doing that, and that was on his computer before. So there's some oddity. I don't know whether it was StreamYard thing or Chrome browser thing, but it just was like, no, you don't have any cameras, microphones, or anything. So I was like, okay.
How you doing, mate? Anyway,
all right, mate. How are you?
Yeah, my laptop's working now, so happy days.
Everyone's had it. I think the Gremlins are afoot this week. It's your turn next, Paul.
Yeah, I was going to say, something's bound to go wrong with me. First time I've done this in weeks. I was like looking at things. I'm thinking, is this what I do next? Is that what I do next? I think I've got it. Get rusty.
He's nailed it. What are we all drinking?
I am drinking that. It's 5-inch drop from New River Brewery. It's a triple hopped IPA.
Very nice.
Sounds like my sexual technique.
Oh dear.
And then I'm on this Forest Road posh lager that's very refreshing and very nice.
Forest Road are all over socials at the minute, doing quite a good job, and I've heard good things. How's it going?
You know what? It's funny you should say that, because that's kind of on a roundabout way how I got these beers, because I'd seen them all over socials. So I spoke to a lady and she sent me some, but the beer's very nice.
Very good. Very good. I might have to get some.
It's always good when they back it up after boring the hell out of everyone with their social media jargon.
Yeah, a little bit. You
do get breweries that proper go for it, don't you? Luke says, I see Mark really enjoyed the Barry Island IPA.
Crap.
Luke says, I've got the 5 Vocation Celebration beers. They sound cracking.
These ones.
I got to say, Tom is beautifully modelling it there.
They are on show, aren't they, by the way?
Yeah. They are that. So they are there, not for the purposes of this stream, but because I'm trying to do one big video where I review the entire experience and box set. But given the ABV of the beers, I can't drink them all in one go. So for continuity, I'm leaving it there. But
makes sense.
No, I like it.
It's a work of art, isn't it? That set they put together there.
It is good.
It is very good.
When did they unveil that? It must have been nearly a week ago, was it, when they dropped it on the socials? It was like Thursday or Friday night or something.
Yeah.
I think it was Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday night, because I ordered it Wednesday night while I was in Scotland, drove back Thursday, and it arrived Friday morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I saw it up on their Insta and I was just like, how are they getting away with that? And I just thought that looked amazing. But yeah, I will have to. I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm gonna have to sort that out. It does look good.
They are. Oh, I've only had one so far, but yeah,
nice.
That's anything to go by. Yeah,
it's got to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Luke says he's also picked up a beer called Santa Sack. Glad it's not an OT milk stout. Yeah.
No. Horrible young man.
That sounds wonderful. Sharky boys in. Hello, Shark. How you doing?
All right.
Well, sir. Hope you're well.
I do.
Luke's acknowledging Sharky is in. Jim says, Paul, are you going to watch USA versus Wales match? Big hype here in the States. I'll be honest, I probably won't because I'll be working that night, and we're not playing the football in the bar. Just from a bit of a, we're taking a bit of a stand against it basically because we've got females working behind the bar, and we're very much inclusive, and yeah, it doesn't really go with the philosophy of the business. So we've decided not to broadcast the games in the bar. So I won't be watching it. I'll be working. So yeah, I'll just have to catch the highlights. But I don't know about you guys, but I've never been any less excited about a World Cup in my life.
I mean, it's
Literally
not very
stole
high
words out.
benchmark.
Yeah, honestly, I couldn't give a monkeys. I couldn't give a monkeys.
It's for me. It's not even the fact that I think Southgate's a bit rubbish, and I genuinely think we might have a chance of winning it. I think stranger things have happened, which would mean I would be more excited, but I'm not. I just don't care. I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not plussed by it at all. When the World Cup was awarded to Qatar in the first place, it stunk, and nothing's changed in the years since. That's
it's got worse.
Yeah, it's probably got worse. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's wrong. I think the whole thing is wrong, and I'm quite happy that I'm going to be working throughout most of it, to be honest. So I ain't going to miss it. I just think it's a pain in the arse. It comes right in the middle of the Premier League season. I think that's the thing that bothers me the most.
Yeah,
seems a bit strange, isn't it?
The real football stopping while we got to watch this farce, So
that's normally the good thing, isn't it? Normally the season ends. There's this massive crescendo to a season ending, and it must happen across the world because most seasons are in time with ours.
Yeah,
and then you get sort of 2 weeks off, or 2 or 3 weeks off of nothing, and then all of a sudden it's World Cup month, and then it's brilliant, and then that's part of the joy of it, isn't it?
That's it. It's a summer thing. Goes hand in hand. You summer, people on their ollie bobs, and the beer's cold, and the sun's out. It's ideal, but this is just weird.
I had my haircut earlier, and I was saying to the lady, I mean, with the Euros, we got like a 50 odd inch TV. I dragged it out in the garden, dragged the skybox out there, and we were watching it all with a barbecue going. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it should be. That's what it should be. But yeah, it's just wrong. The whole thing is wrong. So,
have we talked about Brewdog's stance on it at all?
God, unbelievable!
Stinks, doesn't it? Absolutely stinks.
Unbelievable. What is it? They're saying every pint of lost lager they sell, they're gonna donate the proceeds to charities affected by it. But that's
So they came out with this. They came out with, frankly, a very good promo campaign. Posters on every billboard in London job, and basically saying we are advertising against watching the World Cup. It's not going to be on in our bars, and I think they said that anyway. And basically doing a drive on should have stayed lost lager to promote something off the back of it. To give to a charity or humanitarian aid or whatever. Then it turns out that they've also sold an awful lot of lost lager and their other beers to premises in Qatar for people going to watch the World Cup.
Yeah, and they're now going to be broadcasting the games in the bars. So they're broadcasting the football in their bars. Yeah, so
we're against it until we might make you go to somewhere else, and then we'll put it on.
Just fuck off, bro, dog. Just fuck off. Honestly, dickheads. David Wilson says, "Hi, Kevin." Shark saying hello to David Wilson. He's also saying hello to Beers and Banter, or also known as whichever name Luke goes with this week. Did you see True Geordie's interview with Tyson Fury? One of the funniest things I've ever seen. I have not. I did not see it.
I've seen clips.
Was it good?
Fury storms off.
He storms off?
Yeah, he just tells him to. He just calls him every expletive under the sun and leaves.
Wow. Okay.
Isn't True Geordie in a bit of trouble for saying something? Isn't he in a bit of trouble for saying something?
Yes, he made insensitive religious-based remarks against Andrew Tate, who's someone else we shouldn't talk about. But yes, he's in a bit of hot water at the minute, I think.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
Oh dear. Never mind. Don't know. Paul Gordon said Chelsea could do with Ronaldo. God bloody hell. Does Chelsea really need any more strikers?
Can you imagine Ronaldo and Aubameyang on the same team?
Just stand off of them. Just don't give them. Just don't let them in behind. David says hello to Tom. Jim says hell his crumminess.
Hello, everyone.
Or his crunchiness.
His crunchiness, yeah.
Tom the Crunchy Beard. Also, Northern Monkey Hips, that's the one. Crumster in the Hoose. Shark says, Beers of Banter, are you going to have a spin the wheel of name to rename your channel? That's a good idea. You should do that one of your lives. Shark says, British Lemon Sucking Sun will be on there, King Kev. I have no idea what they're chatting about at this stage. Joe says, I think S43 are one of the new breweries around.
Did you see all the spiel about them last week?
Yeah, well, there was a bit of a hoo-ha, wasn't there? That 1 minute they were out of business, and then they came out and said, no, we're not out of business. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. I don't know. Mark might know more. He looked like he was about to be knowledgeable.
No. I was going to say, I know that they tweeted, don't believe everything you hear or something.
Yeah.
And that's kind of as much as I saw, really.
Series of events, as far as I can tell, was someone decided that they were definitely going out of business and announced it. That rumor floated around for a week. They came out, like you said, and just went, don't believe everything you hear. And then came out a few days later and said, just so you know, we're only shipping once a week until after the new year. We're moving to a new premises. Kind of not brewing any more beer till next year. So it's all a bit strange. I don't know what's going on there.
That don't sound good, does it, really?
No.
They're really good as well. I've had a lot of S43 stuff. It's been really good.
Yeah, I've only had 2, but I think they were both very, very good.
It's happening left, right, and centre at the moment. No brewery shutting down, so it's tricky times at the moment. Really tricky times. Lee W, hello mate. He says good evening. I got me some beers from Lords at my first can of Jasper right up my street. Glad you enjoyed that, mate. Also got a keg of Elusive Hedgehog. Oh, that was a good beer. That was a good beer.
Very good beer. Very good beer.
That was my favourite of his new ones, I think, the Elusive Hedgehog.
What one was Elusive Hedgehog?
Was that the Session IPA, I believe?
It was a Session IPA.
Right. Right, basically, yeah. I know I had Fish Counter. That was it, the Nipa. I had Fish Counter out the tank 2 days before it was due to come out, and it was tasting bloody good.
Yeah, I think they were all good. All them new ones were quite good. The Vice was good. Fish Counter was good, but there was something about Elusive Hedgehog. It was just really...
I'm with you on that one. I think that was my favourite out of the lot as well.
Yeah, it was very, very nicely done, that one. Hope you're well, Lee. Thank you for joining us, mate. Matt Baton. How do, fellas? Hope you're well.
Hey, Matt.
Good, cheers, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. How are you, mate? What's everyone drinking? Is everyone else having a beer on a Tuesday evening? It's a bit of a random one. It's not even midweek properly yet, but I fancy it. Craig says, shit, Russia have fired a missile into Poland. Have they actually fired a missile into Poland?
Well, they're not. Nothing's been. All we actually know is some or parts of a missile landed possibly in Poland,
killing 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one's determined the source of the missile yet.
Right.
Well, it's right on the border, so speculation. I mean, options are done intentionally, which is a very silly decision, probably. Done by mistake with badly calibrated equipment because it was so close to the border.
And Russia's stuff's about 1 million years old.
Yeah, or it could have been a result of a missile defense system intercepting a missile and either sending it off course or blowing it up and throwing half of it over the border. So we don't know yet.
Dramas everywhere. I don't know. It's hard to know what to say at this point, isn't it? They seem to have wrapped it up again, haven't they? The last 24 hours or so.
Yeah. Got the arsehole about losing Curzon, haven't they? Well, they are. That's what they've got the arsehole about that, and then the G20's going on.
Anyway,
enough about that rubbish.
Yeah, Jim says, hey, Matt. Matt says hello to Jim. Lee says, Shark, how's you, mate? Shark says, Lee, Jasper was so-so. Oh, Brutal. So I think if some slag didn't do the collab, it would have been better. No. You're so sassy. So sassy, Shark.
Sassy shark. Do.
One more can of Jasper to drink. Get it down, you Sharky boy. Get it down, you. Mark's in. Hello, Mark. Says hello, you mad feckers. Guitar for the cup. Bothered. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, it's the videos of all the paid for fans in big quotation marks that's I keep laughing at. They're amazing. It's about the same 20 people dressed in different outfits. It's great.
Yeah. The stadium's going to be empty, isn't they? They've got no infrastructure. They've got no history with the sport. It's like, who in their right mind is going to go out there for it? You know, I just don't. Yeah, it's just stupid.
Apparently, we bought the third most tickets, or the fourth most tickets.
Really?
Allegedly.
I believe it when I see it. I reckon there's going to be empty seats everywhere. That's my guess.
Yep.
So I've fallen out with Paul. His football team beat mine last weekend. Only just. That was a topsy-turvy game, that one.
They were 2-1 up, weren't they, Leeds?
Leeds were 1-0 up, 2-1 up, 3-2 up, and they still lost. So,
Beaten 4-3?
Finished 4-3, yeah.
No, I mean, heck, I didn't know that.
Crazy game. I think the over-under for the USA v UK match will be 35. Oh, wait, you're definitely wrong football, mate. Wrong football. Wrong football. You're thinking of handball, Shark. You're thinking of handball.
Yeah, you know that game of American football where they kick it once every 30 plays.
Yeah. Kick it every now and then. The rest of the time they're just holding it. I don't know. Mark's laid in bed. Were you lot with the man flu? Oh no. Not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. Out, Lee, my Leeds United brother. Leeds. Well done, Leeds, they paid VAR, mate. So they did really. They're moaning when Leeds United goalkeeper went up for a corner and he got touched by a Spurs player, so he insisted he's been fouled. The referee never gave it, so sod him. We'll take it. Mersey Beers is in. Hello, mate. How you doing? Good evening. Thomas says, what's wrong with Andrew Tate? I don't even know who Andrew Tate is. I still don't know who this guy is. I keep seeing his name, but no idea who he is.
I don't even know where to start with who he is. He was a Big Brother contestant. Let's start there. But it's just, I don't even know where to start. What's wrong with him? When you see someone, you go, I don't want to endorse you. I don't know enough. There's something. There's like an elusive kind of veil over them, and you just go, I'm not sure. I don't know. Something just prickles you the wrong way. Like, so I'm just saying I was basically just making clear I'm not defending either of them.
So what is he? He's a reality TV person, and now
but he managed to take over the internet. Basically, he was banned off. It was quite impressive, to be fair. He was banned on every platform from posting his own stuff, and through basically a pyramid scheme. Where people paid him lots of money to divulge his business interests and advice, managed to still get himself more views than anyone in existence.
He's got bigger. He got banned from social media and he's got bigger since then, which just seems bonkers.
It's amazing how that happens, isn't it? All you've got to do is say something slightly controversial and suddenly everybody wants to know about you.
Yeah. I just don't know. It's one of those strange people where you if you take one snippet, one excerpt of something you said, you go, that's quite a reasonable and thought-provoking sentence. And then if you watch an entire interview, you're like, I'm not sure whether to like you or whether you should get in the bin. Like, I'm not really. I don't know. Just it puts me on edge a little bit, and I don't know why.
At best, he's divisive.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
sounds like a bit of a troublemaker on the internet.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like we need any more of them. Sounds great. Fury only stormed off at the end of the interview. Yeah. Jim says, Tom, all the times I've seen you drink plum porter, and only now you reviewed it.
It's true.
I must admit, I'm jealous we can't get it here in the States.
It's just one of those strange ones where I very rarely review beers that I've drank before because you don't get that initial surprise experience thing. It's just I've drank so much of it in the past. I've always felt like it wasn't I don't know. I was always going to be very biased against it, whether it was good or not at that point in time, because I always like it. So,
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've done that with beers that I've drunk so much over the years, and you kind of think, is it worth me doing a review? But then you kind of think, well, not everyone else has had it, so
yeah.
I feel like you have to do it, you know.
And weirdly, those beers are probably the best ones because you can give insight as to what they're like on different formats. And
yeah, definitely, absolutely right. S43 have let all their staff go and made all their staff redundant as a contract brewing at Vox now.
Oh,
wow, that don't sound good at all. Don't sound good at all. Oh dear. Mark says Lee, I was at Lord's 2 weeks ago. Their Tipple was spot on, mate. Spot on. True Geordie told him that the fight is worthless. No one's interested. Oh, well, yeah, he's got a point, to be fair. Jury's only doing it for a payday. Stormed off after calling True Geordie a bloody tosser. It is weird, though, isn't it? It's like he retired and now he's come back for a fight against... I can't remember the geezer's name.
Chisora.
The geezer who gets beat left, right, and centre everywhere he goes. It's an odd one.
He's been robbing a living, hasn't he? He has. I can't ever remember him winning a fight. I just can't. I can't.
No, it's true.
Mercy Pierce has said the same thing. To be fair, the Fury fight is a bit pointless. Yeah, it's a strange one, that. Really is. Took our keeper out, 2 of them, but the goal still moaning about it. Savage Henry, hello, Henry. I was about to call you Henry there. Henry, hello, sir.
Hello, mate.
I've had 3 crafties tonight from the London Beer Factory Jungle Juice. I like that beer. Nice beer, that one.
I like that beer. I've not seen the new packaging, though.
I think I have seen the new one.
It's kind of like a semi-metallic, matte, kind of metallic blue, green, and red in it.
Oh, maybe that's the one I've had then. Maybe I'd not seen the previous one.
Is it Tesco? Tesco was selling it, weren't they?
Yeah.
Jungle Juice, yeah. Also had Vocations Love and Hate, great beer. I had to finish North Amongst Heathen. That's another very, very good beer.
Love Heathen.
Very good beer. Travis is in.
Hey, Travis.
G'day, lads. Quick hello. Got a busy day in shitty weather. So much water in Australia right now. Do you want some? Oh, we've had a fair bit today, to be fair.
We have.
Trav sent me a video earlier with the amount of water they've got. We've not got anything in comparison to that, but
no, that was actually quite scary, that video, wasn't it?
It was a bit. But we've got enough, Trav. We've got enough.
Yeah, it's honestly the ground under your boots at the moment is soft as you like. It's horrible. Not much fun. To say first double rugby tackle on a goalkeeper I've ever seen. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Did you not see what Lloris got taken out by the Newcastle striker the other week, and their goal stood. So we were due one. Tom,
yeah,
what's your favourite carnival? Your favourite carnival ride? That's a random question.
It is a random question. I'm going to go with waltzers.
Oh, do like a waltzer.
Is it the octopus, the one where you spin round? You're all in separate compartments, and the whole thing goes round, and then the thing you're sitting in goes round as well. I think it's called the octopus.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I like the one similar to that one, but it goes up on an arm, so you all go in a massive circle with your back against you standing up like that.
Oh yeah.
And then it goes and lifts you up in the air. That's my favourite.
Yeah. I'm not really big on fairgrounds and things like that. I just don't really. Yeah. What about you, Thomas? What's your favourite carnival ride? I'm pushing 40. I can't be hanging out of carnivals. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. Helter Skelter. Thomas, says Henry. And Henry's in. Evening all. How you doing, Henry?
Henry.
Paul's beer reviews. Cheers, brother. Good evening. Hello, sir. Henry 420 with his beautiful Lego hair in that picture. A great shot. Joel says, do you know why he got kicked off Big Brother? A video leaked of him beating one of his ex-girlfriends half to death. Oh, wow.
Wow.
The plot thickens.
Mm.
So he's a proper prick then. Oh dear. Henry says, Crummy, good evening. Mark, good evening.
Evening.
Hello, Henry.
Hope you're all good. Pinch the like, subscribe on your way in. Thank you very much, Henry. Henry doing what Henry does. Promotes
He's
the hell
good.
out of things. He's prolific at that. Prolific.
It's true.
Party started. It has. Cheers, Thomas, mate. I hope you're good. We've got 32 people here on the Tuesday evening. That's not bad going. Henry
32 people, but only 12 people have tickled that like button, so you should pay attention to Henry.
if you want to give it one of them, that's always appreciated.
I'm going to put a hoodie on, you know.
Is it chilly?
It's a bit fresh tonight, isn't it? I'm not turning the heating on. No chance.
No, me neither.
No chance.
Give us 2 secs.
£1 an hour? No chance. Just opening a Timmy Taylor's Cook Lane IPA at 5.8%. Oh, I've not had that one. Any good? I like Landlord. I really like Landlord Dark. That's a really good beer.
I've not had that. Is it proper good?
Proper good, yeah. Proper good. I reviewed it a few months back on Bottle,
Right.
and I had it too cold, but even then I thought, God, that's good. There's a lot going on with it, and I've since had it on cask, and it was awesome.
Excellent. We get quite a lot of Timothy Taylors around here. I have started to see it creeping in, but Landlord's one of those that years ago I thought was all right, but I kind of not that. There's always something more interesting on normally.
Yeah.
So I never really bothered with it, but yeah, that's good to know. I'll give it a go.
Yeah, that Landlord, I'm kind of the same. Landlord's solid. It's all right, but Dark is actually quite spectacular. If you're in the right environment and just sit and relax with it, it's actually a really, really good beer.
Interesting.
I'll say this now: the Wilder fight a week on Saturday will be better than the Fury fight, probably. At least you got that with Wilder. You can just throw a punch out of nowhere and just change a complete layout of the fight, whereas you kind of know what you're going to get with a Tyson Fury fight, you know.
Unless they're fighting each other, of course, in which case it's.
Yeah, can we just do that? Can we just have them fight each other again? I'd rather watch that, you know. Than,
would have been good.
Yeah, let's do that. It's a lovely, clean, refreshing glass of water. Delicious. Most good. Everyone's saying loads of stuff, which is good. Andrew Tate's famous for his views on how a man should treat a woman. Let's just say it's not nice. Okay. Wow. So he does sound
considering he just calls them bitches all the time, doesn't even call them women.
Wow.
It was when Mark said it's fair to say he's divisive. You're already seeing it in the chat. Probably just leave the conversation alone because it's one of those odd things people get very impassioned about. For some reason.
Just sounds like a right piece of work, doesn't he? Dave was hello, Henry. Henry said hello to David Wilson. Good. Jet Bandit is in. Hello, Jack. How you doing? With his Trash Panda. Those beers, Sister Henry Outdoor Cooking. Oh dear, Timmy Taylor's never do craft wheel. I need to stick to the traditional.
Fair.
A few breweries that try that.
Comment, mate.
Jackman is in. Hello, Jackman. How you doing?
Hello, mate.
Jack was doing a live stream. I think it was Sunday night. He did a live stream, and I was watching it for a little while, saying hello. And I woke up the next morning, Monday morning, got up for work, and it was up on my screen. It said that the stream had finished like 4 hours ago. So I'm assuming he was still drinking at like 4 o'clock Monday morning. It's just like, what? How'd you do that? They said hello to Jack. They said hello to Jagman. My questions are not random. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, son?
I've done a live stream with you, Thomas, where you asked me about 100 questions, and I can confirm they are indeed random.
It's got a randometer, a randomizer. I reckon he's got a wheel on the wall. He spins it. He's like, what's the most absolute bollocking question I can ask anyone?
How big's your garden?
Yeah, how big's your garden?
Oh, I was really worried what you were going to finish that sentence with then, Mark.
Everything goes round, Paul. That's you when at Lords. Everything goes round. Okay. Thomas, hello, Jagman. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Good evening. Savage Henry, Timmy Taylor Landlord, the most unremarkable beer that tastes great.
I think he's hit the nail on the head. Everything from the branding, the bottle, the way it looks in the glass is unremarkable, but it
Yeah.
actually tastes pretty decent.
It's just like the most traditional northern ale. That's the artwork, you know. Proper northern beer. Mersey said Landlord Dark is just Ramtam relabeled. I've never had Ramtam, so I wouldn't know.
Neither.
I wouldn't know.
Interesting.
Still recovering from Sunday here. There you go, Jagman. Yeah. How long was you actually drinking on Sunday, Jaggers? Because like I say, I was talking to you about 9, 10, something like that. You were still going at 4 a.m. That's a madness, that. Don't worry, I'll smash the dislike button and truly hammer the report button. Thanks, Thomas. What a cock. What a cock. It could be spectacular or horrendous. Is that Mersey beer? Worth a try, Paul's beer review, mate. Tasty beer made with oats and English grown Holdings Cascade and the Chinook hops. Ooh, sounds good, man. Sounds good. That's a nice line-up of hops there.
It is.
Andy Higgins. Hello, Andy Higgins. He says, all right, lads. Any recommendations for new beers worth a try in the shops or online? New beers.
There is loads of new beers have just come out.
I mean, Tom is proudly sitting by a brand new box of beer there. I think he's probably the first person to go to.
The Vocation Not In Nice selection box. You can buy them individually as well if you don't fancy all the flavors and the glass and the. I was going to say the faff, but it's truly a beautiful thing. This box, the whole packaging on it's fantastic. They're very good, but they're all stouts or impy stouts, all based off their stock Not In Nice beer. Very good. I will use the opportunity to promo the can in my hand. You know what it's going to be. They've got a whole new range out that's very good. That is the Cinder Toffee stout at 4%. They used to have that in their trad bottle line. I reviewed it, I think, in February or March this year. It's now gone to can, and it's even more intense. Same ABV, same recipe, but for some reason, the way they've done it, packaged it, and processed it for this is now insane. That just tastes like a crunchy bar. Light beers, I'm trying to think who's got anything.
Difficult one. Light beer's difficult this time of year.
I've seen a few. I've seen a few double IPAs starting to eat their way through. I know that Northern Monk's got a lot of Christmas beers are dropped in the supermarkets. I know Northern Monk have dropped a Christmas version of Northern Star, I think it is, into Morrison's, and they've got
is that
Trad ones as well.
Again?
Yeah, I think so.
I had that. I quite enjoyed that last year.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah,
never had it last year. I need to try and get it this year.
The only issue I had with it is they were selling it in 330 cans. That really bothered me.
Same this year, I'm afraid.
Is it the same?
Yeah, I think the reason for that though is because in a lot of shops originally Northern Star was only in 330s as well.
That's a cracking beer, Northern Star. That's the chocolate caramel biscuit porter, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's beautiful. A great beer. I really like that one.
The first time I tried that, it was back in lockdown when we were doing the old Zoom chats. So I got a load of my mates together and I'd done like an online beer tasting. So I bought a load of beers and I bought that and I'd never had it. And everyone was kind of trying the beers. And that was the one where everyone in unison almost went, "Ooh." It was kind of like, in unison. It was like, I think everyone's got the same opinion of it.
I think the first time I tried it, I wasn't expecting a lot. I think I only paid £2 for it or something. First time I got it, I thought I'll try it. It's Northern Monk. And as soon as I sniffed it, I was like, "Ooh, that this could be a bit special here." And I thought, wow, for the money, I thought that's actually really good. Yeah, and it's only like 5.2, something like that. So it's relatively low ABV.
It is very, very good. So all the people you would expect to have new pale beer out do. Polly's, Cloudwater, Brew York have got some. There's one interesting one from Brew York called Thoily Cyrus. But it's an experimental brew with thiols, which I'll be honest, my brewing knowledge is not good enough.
That's incredible.
What that's doing, but I think it'd be an interesting beer, not necessarily a good one. Daya have got some out. North have decided to bring out a mango lime lassi sour in November, which seems like a madness.
Yeah.
Northern Monk have got a 7% IPA, which is at least the right ABV and description. Mixed fermentation amber lager from Ampersand called MF Bock. Sounds quite interesting.
Yes, I'll be getting hold of some of that because they are about 4 meters that way. Well, a bit more than that, but that goes.
Here you go. This one,
siren.
Here's a shout for Here's a shout for a beer that I haven't tried, but I think it will be incredible. Bright Midnight from Burnt Mill, 10.5% cognac barrel aged impy.
Oh,
that'll be insane. That would be really good.
In fact, I'm going to do the same thing again and point out that these now are available to buy, which were the two variants. Hold on, I'm not got them pointing to the camera properly. Which way am I going?
Oh, yeah, I've got wax tops on.
Yeah, wax top impies. One's a bourbon barrel, one's a rum barrel.
Oh,
and
that's a side-by-side video.
Yeah, and they're in 330s, which I don't know about you, but I'm glad someone's done a really high-strength beer and put it in a 330 ml rather than a 440.
Yes,
yes.
I think they're being sensible.
So
I love that green wax top. It's like an
nice,
imperial snot beer. I love that. That's great.
It is good.
It's none of that. It's like new beers. Any new beer? I don't. I think that the last time I actually bought like a new beer was this year's iteration of Brew York's.
Yeah, I was about to mention them. They've got a few Christmas ones out. I've got that one in the. That's the regular, isn't it? Not the impy.
That's just the regular. That's the Stollen. That's the new one. But they've got the gingerbread one. Apparently, is available in Morrison's. So.
While we're in stout season, Black Isle picked these up from their bar last week. So they've got two. I think one's called Absolute Magnitude, and this one's called Apparent Magnitude. Both are available, but for some reason, Apparent Magnitude is only available in can, and Absolute Magnitude is only available in 750ml bottle, which I do have. It's just a faff to get it out of the fridge to show you. Both Imperial pastry stouts, and this one, the other one is straight up, and this one's rum barrel aged. Both at around 10%. And I've tried the other one in the bar, and it's very good.
Nice.
I think new beers. I think the newest beer I've had is probably this one, the Sierra Nevada.
Oh, the new West Coast. Yeah,
West Coast.
Nice.
That was very good. I did have. I think Elusive have got a couple of new ones out as well that I had from them recently, and yeah, they're very good because it's Elusive.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, it's hard. It's a thing. I have to say, I haven't bought brand new beer for a while. I've been buying lots of beers from breweries I've had nothing from before lately, but I don't know if they've been new releases specifically. Yeah, I haven't actually done a proper beer shop for a while, if I'm honest. But Trembling Man is always good for that. They always get new stuff.
Yeah,
true.
That their shop, when I went in their shop, it was like being. It sounds silly because it is a bottle shop, but imagine going. I know. I think you guys have both been in there, but it's like being in a craft beer web shop, but you can look at everything. And I know that sounds silly, but they have everything they sell is on the shelf.
Yeah, that's got to be it. I've never been in there, but Inger.
I love that Festmarzen.
I've not tried it before. This was from Trembling Madness, so I thought let's give it.
I bought that, and I bought what was the other one? The Weistefana, £2 a bottle out of Booth supermarket up north.
I had a really good fest beer from that's like the Griffin brewery, but German, but it's like Freigrauf brewery or something like that. Couldn't remember the pronunciation now. Stunning beer. Picked it up in a beer shop in St Albans, and one of the guys who works in there, Christian, German guy. I said, I just want an off the beaten track, good quality German Oktoberfest beer, and he picked up that one. And he said that's a really good one, and it was stunning. It's like Freigrauf, and it says it's German for Griffin. Basically, it's got a Griffin on the bottle top. But if you can still get out of a good fest beer, They're glorious.
I had a really good Helles. It was blue and it was in a sort of the shorter bottle, more like the Augustina bottle. It was a Munich Helles. It had the really faded Bavarian blue and white flag in the background.
Yeah.
And it had like a red detail on it. It was bloody. It was just a bit off the beaten track. Like you say, something a bit different. Like I saw it, and it was from Satobi's in Norwich, bottle shop. And
Yeah.
I got it home and I drank it, and I was like, "F me, this is good."
Yeah.
Just
nice.
You're drinking, you kind of think, I would have made a good review.
oh, yeah,
It just smells like fresh bread. It smells incredible.
yeah,
Yeah.
that beer is insane.
Iyengar for me don't do a bad beer. Well, I've not had
No,
one.
what did I have from them the other? I had. I can't remember now. I have to look back. I had one in a pub at the weekend. Well, last Friday.
Their herb Weiss is the best Weiss beer I've ever had. I've had it 2 or 3 times now, just in case it was a fluke, and it's just not. It's just spectacularly good.
If we're going to talk German beer, I reviewed that the other day.
Oh, the Doppel. The Naz.
It was their Brauweiss that I had.
The Brauweiss. Nice. The Germans, man. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
God. This beer was originally that good that the other breweries in Munich tried to restrict its sale because they couldn't sell any beer.
That's right. I remember you telling me that. Yeah, other breweries were trying to ban it, weren't they?
Yeah, I think it was a slightly sweeter beer than what they were offering. I think it was a bit of a different beer, but I think it's still brewed with the same, not the same ingredients, because things have evolved, but to the same methods of what it was back in the day, back in the 1600s.
Madness. I reviewed the Glen Curler one the other day.
Yes, I saw your review of that.
Yeah, round at Chris's getting pissed up in his pub, and he plucked that in front of me. He said, "You got to have that." And
What legend?
Yeah, that's what I thought. He said, "I've had it loads of times." And I said, "You got to do it." And it was such a crazy beer. You know, you think how complex a Doppelbock is anyway, but then add that to the smoked malt that Schlenkerla use. So there's bacon and there's like barley wine and there's this strong lager, and I'm just like, what is going on? It was insane, and it was 8% as well. So a couple of them, it's a bit like getting kicked in the face by a horse, you know. I was like, whoa, limey.
That sounds incredible.
I looked at Hawkstone, great reviews, but put off with the price. It's not cheap, is it? Hawkstone?
No.
It's a good beer, but is it worth the price when? Well, I'm just sat there drinking that, going, I know which I'd rather buy.
Yeah. It's well worth trying. It's well worth trying Hawkstone, but it is overpriced, definitely.
This is the Oktoberfest, but a lager that's the benchmark lager for me, the normal Hofbrau original. And that's £3 a bottle for a 500ml. I think Hawkstone was getting on for about £2.50 for a 330.
That's really annoying that, because that was £2 a year ago, and it's gone up 50% in the last 12 months at Morrison's.
It hasn't it? It's up to £3 a bottle now. I think.
It was £2. This time last year it was £2 a bottle, and it went up to $2.50 like in the spring, and now it's gone up to £3. I noticed the other day, and I was like, "You cheeky kid!"
But it's still worth it because it's now in the 4 for $3 deal now, isn't it?
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, they put the price up, but I think 3 would have 4 cost you £9, where 4 cost you a tenner before.
So a 4-pack of Hofbrau for £9 ain't bad at all, is it?
That's a night, isn't it?
It's me. Apparently Andrew Tate's got machete in every room of his house. I'll take a gun if I break in then. Job done. 3.5 untapped rating. Yeah, it's the thing about beer, isn't it? It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It's what you think. If it's good, it's good. In your opinion, that's all that matters.
It's true.
Who's going to win the World Cup? Newcastle United. Tastes real good to me, though. So that's all that matters, Henry.
What's Henry drinking? Sorry,
he's on the landlord IPA. Can't remember what he said it was called now. Merseybeer is Portugal. We're at Portugal going to win the World Cup.
Argentina, because I pulled him the sweepstake today at the hairdressers.
Bloody hell, that's a good sweep. I think they're favourites, aren't they? Is it Argentina and Brazil?
Brazil.
Yeah. Jake Paul's meant to be fighting Andrew Tate next year. Andrew Tate might do well in this. He's an ex-pro kickboxer. So what, are they having a boxing match or are they having a kickboxing match?
I would assume it was a boxing match, but I don't know.
So I just don't. I don't know. Jake Paul, he's another one. He can go jump in the sea. It just goes on about how he's unbeaten. Was he Norton's 6-0 or something? And then someone very cleverly pointed out, but you're 0-0 against professional boxers, so shut up. He's absolutely right. It's just stop talking waffle. Get into the ring of a boxer and then shout afterwards. But until then, just be quiet.
There's a Tyson Fury fight everyone would pay to see.
I'd pay to watch that. Yeah, I'd pay to watch that. Just get if Jake Paul gets into the fight with a recognised boxer, I'll watch it. Until he does that, I couldn't give a monkeys.
I don't doubt he can box. It's clear he can box. He's clear he's got a punch on him, but you just don't know until he gets in the ring with someone proper, do you?
The geezer down the pub's got a good punch on him after he's had a few beers. Do you know what I mean? Anyone could hit someone hard if they wanted to, but he's got training. Of course he has. But get him in the ring with someone who actually does it for a living, and then we'll see what he's about. But until then, he just needs to shut up.
I saw a great thing the other day. I think it was just kind of defines it completely, which is, turns out with unlimited money and unlimited time and no job to go to, you can become quite a good boxer.
It's true, though, isn't it?
All right.
Yeah. Mersey Beers, my local was both on cask, and you're right, it's hit and miss on Bulkmaker, but I always pick the ABK over both. I think I prefer TT Landlord in bottle. Stronger ABV.
I did not know that.
That's the thing, isn't it? You do tend to get stronger ABV in bottles, don't you?
I think the extreme of that's Adnams with Broadside. I think it's like over 1% stronger in a bottle. It's like 1.2% stronger in the bottle than it is on draft.
It's like
Hobgoblin's like that as well.
Yeah, Fuller's ESB like that.
Other way around though, stronger on cast than it is in bottle.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
The Fuller's ESB is 5.9 in the bottle and 5% on cask. So it's quite a chunk.
Yeah.
Different, you know.
Must be duty driven thing.
Be. But I think we'll all take the ABK any day.
Jabman put in an order of Neon Raptor today. Got
nice.
Some good football, and I think it's Neon Raptor that are about to release 2 new Imperial Stouts, if I'm right.
Neon Raptor have already released those stouts. You're talking about
Centaur Army.
Is that them?
Army, yeah.
Black and gold and yeah,
that's it.
Centaur Army Barrel Age. Raggy's already reviewed both of them. He said the Barrel Age one was out of this world. Beer of the Year contender. Have you seen the price of them?
No.
Yeah. I dread to think.
That's the problem.
Were they 330ml cans, or was the picture?
No, they were 440s.
They were 440s. Right. That's one I'm quite interested in, but if they're crazy expensive,
if you've never had it before, it's probably worth spending the money. I've had it before. It was very good. I'm sure the Barrel Aged is even better. But there's so many other beers in that sphere that I haven't had yet. And I can buy 2 of them nearly for the cost of that one.
Yeah,
so it's a bit like, well, yeah.
I bought Goose Island Bourbon County Stout for the first time last year,
and you gave
I did, yeah. I got a touch with that, so I bought it, and it was 15 quid a bottle, and I got it for 20 quid with the glass. So the Goose Island snifter glass with it, and I thought, it's Christmas, sod it, I treated myself. And then I got COVID and never got around to drinking it. So it's been aging for 12 months. Then a friend of the channel got in touch and said, a friend of mine's bought me 2 beers. And he obviously didn't know what they were. And he said, I don't really like stouts. Have you got any use for them? So he sent me a picture of what they were. 2 bottles of Goose Island Bourbon County Stout. So I said, mate, I'll buy them off you. And I said, how much do you want for them? And he said, tenner. So I bought 2 bottles of Bourbon County Stout for him for a tenner. And I gave one to you when I saw you at the karting. So I've now got 2 bottles of it sitting there. So I'm going to drink one, but I just don't know when. You know,
because I've got it penned in for a close to Christmas review. It's going to be one of my.
Is it 14%, 14 something percent, that one? It's a biggie, isn't it?
Let's have a look, shall we? Whose phone's going off? Was that me?
I think it might be you.
Might be me. Oh, it is. It's Mersey Beer sending me loads of messages. I'll look at them.
I did. This is probably my most expensive beer purchase Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that. Good
It was a lot of money. It was 18 quid.
Every now and then, you have to do it, don't you?
But it's a bit of local brewing history. It's not just a beer for me. Like that beer's. If you go and rate beer, that's 100. That's 100 out of 100 on taste and 100 out of 100 on style.
Wow.
Which is not that I take much notice of that thing, but that's still pretty high.
That's pretty high. That's pretty high. Yeah.
Right, my wife's just got in. I'm going to go and say hello.
Oh, it's got to be done, isn't it?
My wife. Sorry, Tom.
Thank you. I don't think this says what the ABV is. Oh, it does. Sorry, 14.4.
14.4. So it's got a bit of a kick on it.
Look at it. Look at that.
Yeah. Just I say
fully engraved bottle, gorgeous label on the back, and then there's that top.
That little tab on it. Yeah.
Very nice. I'm going to get to drink that soon. I'm looking forward to it.
2022 is going to be out soon because it came out right at the beginning of December last year.
Right.
So this year's iteration is going to be out. And there's a pub near me. They're having a Goose Island takeover, and apparently, rumor has it, they're going to be having it on draft. County. And I sent them a message on Instagram and they haven't responded, which is really annoying.
It's going to be a very short night if you start on that.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously they're going to be selling it in like thirds, won't they, or something like that? Half if you're lucky. But it's got to be done. It's got to be done. But yeah, Neon Raptor. As soon as Jagman wrote that, I thought, oh, they're knocking some out, aren't they?
Mersey sent me a load of pictures of beer labels. I assume these are ones that are new out this week. I might be wrong. What are they, Mersey? What have we got? What can I look at? See.
Wasn't my wife. It was the border collie knocking on the door.
Very clever.
Well, that. Let me in, Mark, would you?
She's not there, mate. We have to put these little door handle trapper things because she can open all the doors in and out.
Love that. I love that. What will you be drinking on Christmas Day? So I always say I'll drink something special on Christmas Day, and I always end up drinking the same thing, and that's Fuller's ESB.
I've got a problem now. So we've had this conversation quite recently, and when we had that conversation, I pulled out. Let me have a look. I've got too many now. I pulled out this, which was my beer of the year from last year. It's a Christmas-specific beer. Basically, it's an MP Scotch ale. It was absolutely lovely.
I remember.
It's very, very good. So probably Christmas Day beer. Actually, more likely Christmas Eve, because Christmas Day, frankly, you don't want to drink a lot because you're just too full of food. But
yeah.
But unfortunately, I've got myself into a situation where I've now got to choose between that. A big bottle of, these are all from Black Isle, by the way. Anyone seen my Buffalo, which is a Buffalo Trace barrel aged Impy Stout?
Oh,
I have reviewed that before in can, but I've got a big bottle of it.
Oof.
I've had this knocking around for over a year, which is their biggest Impy. It's called the Eternal Sleep. It's very snazzy looking. Sorry, the Big Sleep. Again, which is massive. And then there's the new one, which I have now gone to the effort of taking the bottle out, which was the can I showed you earlier. This is the other one.
Yes.
Organic pastry stout. Oh, nice, man.
Oh, this is the rum. Sorry, this is the rum cask. I've got it confused. This one is the rum cask. The can must be the regular. So yeah, I've one of those.
Tom's literally got about 150 quid sitting on that table now.
I've got.
I tell you what, though. No, to be fair, if you're looking for a really bougie bottle of beer, really nice, and don't want to have to spend 40 quid on it, I think the most expensive one of these is 22, and some of them are as low as 16. Not bad for a really high ABV, very well-made beer.
Especially barrel aged. Barrel aged normally 50, 60, 70% on the price of what it would have been normally.
Yeah.
But, I've got an Impy Stout that I'm looking forward to opening. This from Avery Brewing in Colorado. And this is their Bonbon Salis, it's called, and it's barrel aged from their barrel aged series. And it was bottled 3 years ago. This one,
Christ.
It's stout aged in bourbon barrels with cherries, cacao nibs, and vanilla beans.
That sounds
Sounds
glorious.
unreal.
That's 14.6. That one.
God.
That was kindly given to me by my American brewer friend. He said, "Yeah, just crack that open on a special occasion." It's a bit naughty looking, that one. But you got to have special ones. But it's that question. You always think, "Yeah, I'll have a special beer on Christmas Day," and I always I usually end up going out somewhere for Christmas Day. I usually end up at families. It's very rare that I host on Christmas Day. And I usually just grab a few bottles of Fuller's ESB because you don't want lager because it just bloats you out. So it's you got to have an ale.
That is the thing. You either go trad or you go strong dark. That's the way I find Christmas. I'll be drinking this.
Oh.
Three Hills Trium Faber. It's a peanut, an imperial stout brew with tonka, cacao, and vanilla.
Oh. It does look good. I just love the fact they've done a wax dip can. That's great.
But it's the wrong end, obviously.
Yeah. I think that's
It's the right end because it would have been hellacious to get into if they did the other one.
No, it's very true.
You can imagine.
But also, I have this that I bought the other day. Green Jack's Baltic Trader.
Oh,
So Green Jack are a proper brewery, and they've just probably 1 in 7 or 8 of their beers is like sensational, out of this world, and this is one of them. So
that's the brewery that's the most easternly brewery in the UK, right?
very good knowledge there, Thomas. I like that.
I'm dropping the knowledge. Dropping the knowledge. That's what you come here for.
Be back in a sec, gents. He's going for a pee, and I've got a dog that's not very well, so I'm going to check on him for a sec.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not the pooches.
It's all right. Just it's a physical minor injury. He's not sick. So
He's not sick. Oh, that's all right.
Good.
That's all right. It's just falling over or something. It's all good. And I've also got this still knocking around that I've got to crack open at some point as well.
Trip to the woods.
The vintage Bigfoot from Sierra Nevada. It's the barrel aged barley wine, and that was aged in bourbon barrels as well. So you can imagine a barley wine aged in bourbon barrels.
I absolutely have to say, and I'll hold my hands up, I've been a silly boy these past 4 years. I've been really interested in craft beer because I've constantly overlooked Sierra Nevada for a bottle shop order.
Well, you've done it now. You're there.
I'm an effing idiot, mate.
Everyone discovers a brewery at some point, don't they? You know, so it was one of them.
And it's not that expensive.
No, they're not. They're not overly priced. I don't think Sierra Nevada beers. I think they're quite reasonable.
500ml can of barrel aged narwhal was like £7, £7.50.
That's not bad at all, is it? Not bad at all.
No,
not bad at all. I was going to ask what everyone else. Has everyone else got any plans for Christmas? Beers in particular, beers that you have to have at Christmas, or beers this year you're really hoping to have for Christmas? I always find that a fascinating question because I'm one of them. I always say it. I'm like, I'll save that for Christmas. I'll save it for Christmas, and it doesn't happen most of the time. You know, you just have it on a random Tuesday night, a bit like tonight. You know, so it's but yeah, let us know in the comments what's everyone having at Christmas. What's your beer plans for the upcoming festive season? Because it's only like 5 weeks away, which is scary. I think you guys are like Timmy Taylor's Cook Lane IPA. Maybe worth a review. Yeah, I'd say Timmy Taylor, solid brew.
Got a nice little hop lineup on there. Really good malt lineup as well. I just saw.
Oh, nice! You looked it up. Nice. Joey's in. Hello, Joey. How you doing?
Hello, man.
Joey. Always ready's in. Hello, mate. How you doing?
Hello, mate.
Mersey Beer says, in terms of newbie, you may want to check out Azvek's new Imperial first birthday release on Saturday.
I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, I got an email from Trembling Madness, I think this afternoon, and they were saying that it was Azvek's first birthday coming up. And they're releasing, they're going to release something special for that.
Well, someone said, so my channel was 1 on the 10th of November. Someone said that that's Azvek's birthday the same day, so I think I'll probably have to get that.
Yeah. That's going to be good. Oh, excuse me. I saw Man's Brown Ale for sale in B&M. I might buy it just because I can. Man's Brown Ale. I think I've had that one.
That Azvek's birthday beer has already been announced. It's a cake or pastry impy, I believe.
Cake impy, pastry impy. Everyone's doing impy. I need another beer one. I'm thinking about it.
I'm gonna have a look for it. I saw it. Was it on this story?
I've seen it today. Or
Was
yesterday.
it a donut? Was it a donut beer?
Could have been. It was definitely cakey. It's got like birthday cake candles, kind of hundreds and thousands.
I think it's the donut beer. Where is it? Can't find it on Instagram, but yes.
I want to quickly skip through all the new beers that Mersey sent me because he went through a lot of effort to send me pictures of lots of new beers.
Mersey knows his beers as well, by the way.
Yeah, so there's a Daya collab called Croc Encounters, 5% pale. There's a Cloudwater Deeper called Flock, which looks like it's a mix of it's all Southern Hemisphere hops, but including New Zealand Cascade.
Ooh.
Interesting. Northern Monk have got a Patrons Project one out that looks quite interesting. That was the one I mentioned before, although I'm not sure what style it is from the label. There's a pale from Track. There's a Verdant, Barn and Rivington collab.
That'd be good.
Oh, have you already talked about this three-way handshake? No, I don't know why.
If it says shake, is it a milkshake strawberry IPA?
No, 6.5% IPA.
Okay.
A three-way handshake just refers to the three breweries involved in it.
Right, I just worried about the word shake. That's all.
Not shake. God damn.
Another Track collab that's a double dry hop pale, ships to new lands. The New England IPA 6.7, which is Sure Shot and Barn again. Let's go. Where's that cue ball going? That's it. That's all.
Sure Shot.
There we go.
Cool. I'll tell you what. I've only been saying about new breweries, but the prices they're charging for their beer, they're going straight in. They're not messing about.
This is what Azvex did as well, and I don't know. I have this weird thing where I don't have an issue paying for premium beer, but as soon as a brewery only has really high cost offerings, I'm immediately turned off. Like everyone raves about Neon Raptor, it's on my doorstep, and to be honest, I kind of couldn't care less.
Yeah,
they do good stuff, but I'm just put off by that. Oh, it's minimum £8 a pint now, and that's it. Like it's like really, I'm like, I don't know. I want a better range. It's not like they don't do different beers. They don't have a core range. They brew 2 new beers every week.
Yeah.
So the thing is with Sure Shot, it was the old head brewer of Cloudwater in Cloudwater's heyday.
I think that's right, isn't it? Yeah,
I think that's right. Similar to Azvex and Neon Raptor, I suppose.
Same situation there. Yeah.
So I had that beer. I got given a double IPA from the SSV stand at BeerX. It was called Bring Me the Head of John the Accountant, and I tried that in March, and it's even as I stand here now, that's still one of the best beers of the year for me.
Yeah,
and it was free, and it would have been about £8.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bit old school. I don't know. I just think it's a bit weird that breweries are charging a premium when they've only been around 5 minutes.
It's a bit cheeky. Also, on those premium beers like Centaur Army we were talking about before, I had both Centaur Army and their kind of regular sessionable-ish stout, which is called Clusters, which is like just meant to be kind of chocolate, caramel, biscuity, a bit like Northern Star, but still it was a bit more. I guess it was more premium than that. That's what I kind of prefer Clusters. It's not that Centaur Army wasn't brilliant because it was fantastic on a lot of levels. But given the choice, when taking price into account, I'm not sure I'd go for Centaur Army.
I just think there's so many good breweries out there. Like if you just shop around and have a little look at brewery bottle shops, well, all the brewery shops, should I say? There's so many breweries out there doing amazing beer at ridiculous prices. You don't have to be sucked into this 7-8 quid a can malarkey.
No.
There's so much quality out there.
Yeah, no, absolutely is. Yeah.
And that's a common thing amongst the breweries I bang on about the most, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just Black Isle, Blue Monkey, Seven Brothers, Lords, obviously, all just like they have this very accessible core line that's very good and reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Arbor are one of those.
Yes, Arbor, solid for that.
I don't think I've ever paid more than £4 for a can of Arbor, and they've always been outstanding.
And they're always in 500s.
Yeah.
They're pint cans, aren't they? Arbor.
Bristol Beer Factory as well. They do some not ridiculous stuff.
Massive.
Yeah, put on pint can, and I had their lager, their flat out Arbor lager. It was cracking, just a really good lager. Yeah. And again, it was I think it was literally £3.50 I paid for it, for a pint of it. Imagine getting a pint of Arbor for £3.50 in a tap room. You know,
Just wouldn't happen with it.
No, wouldn't. You'd be laughing. Hi, Olin. How we doing? This is hi, everyone. Good to have you on.
Hi, Olin.
Susan Brown, except Nuki Brown. Mersey Beers is being brutal. Slaughtering everyone's tasty beer this evening. Loving it. Do you think you could last 3 minutes inside the boxing ring with Tyson Fury? Get 10 million if you can last 3 minutes. Yeah, I'll just run around a lot. Just stay away from him. 3 minutes, I could do that.
He would bang me out in about 10 seconds. I wouldn't even have a chance.
Are you allowed to? The boxing rules apply. Are you allowed to just like lie on the floor and protect your head?
Yeah. Do you know what? I'd have a go. But for 10 million quid to do one round with Tyson Fury, I'd do it.
Instinctively, I'd say probably not, but
I'd do it. I'll just keep my guard up, and then when he starts laughing at me, I'll hit him, and then he'll laugh at me, and I'll run away.
Oh, you duffer.
Shark says there's a new brewery. Wonder if you heard them or not. I believe the beer is called Narwhal. Oh bloody hell, Shark!
Oh dear, Sharky.
So you live in the state and you've never been there. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, it's bad form, Sharky.
It's bad form.
To be fair, the state is pretty large. It's like having to go at me for never have done a tour of Fuller's. Like, it's not really.
It's got a point. Everyone's saying hello to yourself, which is good. Savage says, Andy Higgins, if you can get it, my favourite beer at the moment is Verdant's Even Sharks and Water IPA. That is a good beer. Truly excellent. And this is coming from a Daya fanboy. Wow. Daya Verdant. It's like the East Coast, West Coast rap battles from the 90s.
It's I heard something interesting about Daya, about Verdant and Cloudwater. And Paul, I might have been with you when we spoke. Verdant and Cloudwater go over as a buying group, don't they? Did you hear about this? Mm. They go over to the West Coast, get the first pick of the hops from Yakima, bring them back. But they have to do it as a buying group because I don't think they're big enough to do it as standalones.
Yeah, I was Sierra Nevada camp there, basically, don't they? They have members of staff that go out to Yakima Valley and they stay there basically for the season. And they basically go into the fields every day, from what I understand, and they'll say to the farmer, look, we want them now. And they basically get first pick. So all the, anything that they want that they don't grow on their own land, they get first pick. And they're basically saying that all the rest of the craft breweries get the offset, wherever Sierra Nevada don't want. So that's the power that they have on the West Coast, which is insane, So,
and to think and we were talking about beer prices earlier, weren't we? And to think their beer just isn't that expensive.
No, and they're still independently run, which is incredible. Incredible. And Higgins, thanks, guys. Yeah, you brought up the question. Good new beer, and you got us waffling for about an hour.
Paul's now an hour behind the comments.
There's so much new beer that's out there. I just haven't really got around to trying it. Really, I don't think I've had. Like I say, the newest thing I had was the Brew York Christmas beer. This is milk stout, and it was a bit meh, but I did a review of it. Speaking of pale new beer,
you got me talking Sierra Nevada.
Sierra Nevada one, yeah. Nice. It's a nice countdown. For my mate's birthday, he only drinks pale beer. For a week on Saturday, I've assembled probably a better number of collabs than Brewdog's Collab Fest. For ease, DM'd it to Tom.
That was that list I read out. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, blooming heck.
It's a good number of beers.
Thoughts on Elon Musk taking over Twitter? Couldn't give a shit. Never been on Twitter.
I see it as a win-win situation. Not for people who enjoy Twitter now, but Twitter now is horrible.
Yeah, it's a rubbish.
It either gets run into the ground and no one uses it anymore, which I think might be a good thing for humanity, or he takes it and change. I mean, it's hard to see how it could get much worse. Really, it's just not a very nice place. Everyone's just, I don't know. Everyone assumes their opinion wants to be heard, which, from coming from 3 people who are talking on the internet, seems a bit.
I think that's not a problem. I think everyone believes their opinion is fact. That's the bigger issue with Twitter.
Well, that's true. Yeah, to be fair, we just think here and say we think this is nice or we think this is not nice. It doesn't make any difference to whether you think it's nice or not. That's all we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing, and it's savage with them Oktoberfest beers. They are big ABVs. They range, didn't they, from about 5.8 upwards, and you could drink them all day, and then wonder how you got drunk.
Yeah, 5.8 this one.
5.8. Yeah.
For it to be an Oktoberfest beer, it should be around, I think, give or take a little bit, around 6%.
I think that, like you just said, it was the Lowenbrow one, and it isn't a Hofbrau 6.2. Have you still got it behind you?
6.3.
6.3. Shitballs. Yeah, it's a big beer. It's a big. Oh, there it is.
I got one too.
There you go. It's a lovely beer, though. It's a stunner.
It is good.
It is 6.3. And I tell you what, I'm going to enjoy that one next, and that will probably be all my beers for the night because I've actually got to do stuff in the morning. But yes, I'm going to keep that out and drink that shortly.
What are your thoughts on Antarctica winning the World Cup? I'm up for that. Come on, the Polar Bears. Come on, the Polar Bears. I'll be up for that. I'd watch it if they were in it. It's madness. Go to Spain, Lidl shop, and Paulana's like a euro. Yeah. It's not fair, is it? Not fair. Always the red got Iran in the sweepstake. Never mind. Timmy Taylor's Cook Lane IPA, 5%. Pale Munich Rye, oat malts, Cascade Goldings, Chinook, English grown. That's a good list. Sounds like a good beer. A nice little cocktail, that. Brad's in. Hello, Bradders. Braddosaurus. How are you, son?
How do, mate?
How are we all doing? Matt Williams is in. Evening, guys. How we doing, Matt? Good to see you. Who else is in? 2022 Bourbon County Stout will be out next week. Look forward to that. I look forward to that. Get myself one. Do a comparison. Hopefully, I won't get sick at Christmas this year. I can just drink it. Jesus. Shark says I would drink a Bourbon County Stout with you guys. Do it. Do it. Well, like I say, Shark, I've been meaning to get a live stream going. I will do another one at the end of the month. I've got the weekend off work at the end of the month. I'll do a stream and I'll let you know. And we'll have some Lord's beers together if you've still got them. We'll do that. Andy says I don't get these celebrities doing boxing, kickboxing. They'll get smoked with a professional. Look at McGregor versus Mayweather. Made a mockery of the sport. It did. It was a joke. Yeah. It was a joke.
The money making exercises. That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's true.
Brad says he's caught the World Cup bug now. I haven't. I have not. Shark says for Christmas, I'll have me Santa Shark and whatever other Christmas beers that I have left. No.
Santa Shark.
Santa Shark. Is that brewed now? Or is it brewing?
So good.
Taking Tony as a striker. Ivan Tony. It would have been an option, wouldn't he? Not a fan. Marcus Rashford. He can't score goals, does he, Marcus Rashford? He's just really good at running in straight lines. If Kane gets injured, we'll struggle.
Yeah, we will. Massively.
He's the only decent player we got.
I think who's the next in line? Would it be Wilson at that point?
Callum Wilson, yeah. I like Callum Wilson, but blimey, it's a bit of a come down, isn't it? Harry Kane to Callum Wilson, with all due respect. John says Tottenham Hotspur Champions League winners 2023. You heard it here first.
You got to get in it first, John.
Yeah. I mean, we scraped our way into the knockout phase, but if we get any, I mean, we got AC Milan, haven't we, in the last 16? That won't be an easy game.
Should do them. You should do them.
That's what people are saying, but I'm like, have you watched Tottenham lately? You know, fucking just scraping through games. It's weird. Jim says this year's celebration at Ale was superb. Oh, have you had it? Have you had it already? Definitely, that's the point, isn't it? They're all about the freshest hops that they could possibly cram into it. Yeah, you've got to get that one, Mark. You've got to get that when that one comes out. That normally comes out again around sort of middle of end of November, early December. That usually goes.
That's a Christmas themed beer, is it? Or Christmas?
Yeah, it's their celebration ale. So it's their fresh hop IPA. So it's the same logo, but just with snow all over it. So yeah. Christmas beer. John says Fuller's $1.79 a pint today. If you had the QR code, oh wow, yeah, that totally would have been worth it. $1.79 for a pint of Fuller's. Don't care what it is; it's going to be a good pint.
It's likely to be Wetherspoons as well, and Wetherspoons do get through their beers, and they don't do a bad pint of Real Ale, really. Give them their due.
Yeah, Dave says I like a Fuller's Vintage at Christmas. Also, waiting the Sierra Nevada celebration to go live here. Yeah, absolutely. I've had this year's vintage already. It was lovely, but I did buy 2 bottles this year. I was sensible rather than just buying the one. I'm wishing I'd bought more. I bought 2 this year.
I keep doing that, and then I find myself with too many beers. Awkward balance. I go through a stage where I'm buying one of everything, and that's it, because otherwise the fridge stash gets too big, and then you drink a beer and go, why did I not get 8 of those? And
there are certain beers I buy every year, and every time I do it, I think I should have bought more. And Fuller's Vintage has always been one of them. And I just learned my lesson. I think the last couple of years, I just started buying 2 bottles each time. I've still got one from 2020. You know what I mean? So it's a few years old now. So it's I might crack that one open, see how that's tasting now. But yeah, Fuller's Vintage is a must do. Definitely.
Never had a foot vintage, Joe.
Oh, you gotta try it.
Are we talking sort of fruitcake vibes, or is it different?
Yeah, it's a big boozy fruitcakey ale. They're Waitrose sell it. If you got a Waitrose near you, if you don't want to go directly to the website.
I don't think there's not much near me, mate.
It's well worth it. It's well worth it.
Is there even that Waitrose in Norwich? There must be.
Can of Death Star 3 in the cupboard I'm saving for Christmas Day. That's a good beer. Actually, I don't know if I've had I had Death Star 2, wouldn't it?
Death Star 2 was better for me.
Yeah. It would have been this time last year, wouldn't it?
I wasn't going to ruin TJ's Christmas Day, but a lot of people have said, that 2 was preferable. But I'm sure it's still fantastic, so I won't worry.
It cooked off. So by the time Paul reads this, we won't be talking about what beers we're drinking at Christmas, but we're talking about what beers we drank at Christmas.
I love that breath.
Barry's in. Bazza. Hello, mate.
Hey, Barry.
I'll do. Put your beers in mind. I'll pick a few festive ones up to try, though. Yeah, I've got a few Christmas beers in already. I've got a couple in M&S, a couple in Marks and Spencer's. They're all sort of going early in supermarkets.
Morrison's have got a few,
yeah. I picked up a bottle of Blitzen, which I was quite happy about. I found that in Morrison's the other day.
The Black Sheep one.
Yeah, they were doing that.
I reviewed it last year, and I can't remember if I liked it or not. I think I said it was all right.
I don't know if I've ever had it in bottle before. I had it on cask last Christmas. I thought it was fantastic.
Right. Okay.
Really enjoyed it.
I'll tell you what I can't wait for, by the way. I cannot wait for every auntie and uncle under the sun to buy me a traditional ale glass with a bottle of Totally Slade in it. That's what I got last year.
Oh no! You'll get a 4-pack of Punk IPA this year.
I heard you like craft beer. It's some Brewdog Punk IPA for you.
Yeah.
I don't know why
you can bring the craft beer and I'll have a go at it.
I have to say, the Hofbrau does not smell as good as the Iyengar did. Nowhere near. I know it's the Fest Marzen rather than the Fest beer, but
we're talking heavyweights going up one another here.
Yeah, it's not got the same aroma.
But the taste Just wait for his face. It'll be good.
3 pints of ESB. 3 pints of ESB under £6. That's a bargain of the century.
It's very, very, very nice, but the Iyengar was breadier.
There you go.
But it's gonna be though, isn't it?
They're both fantastic beers. I think I drank them in the wrong order, truthfully.
Yes, I would. Yeah,
they're both fantastic, but that was so. Everyone knows I just love really heavily malted beers, and this is just a bit more. I guess I don't know, down the middle. Just it's a fast lager basically. This one, and
for 6.3 though, I've never had an easier drinking beer at 6.3 in my life.
It's a fantastic beer. Yeah, they're both great. To be fair, both very.
Well, I'm with you. I think absolute quality, and I love the Hofbrau stuff. That's no secret. But I think absolute quality. I think the Iyengar actually edges it.
That's what I mean.
Incredible.
The Hofbrau's cleaner. It's super, super clean.
Jack says, Mark, I'll be heading down to Chicago tomorrow for work for a couple of days. Chicago,
my hometown where I've never. Well, I lived there for a summer. My hometown that I'd love to live in again.
Nice. Window, that's a great question. Everyone's favourite Christmas movie?
Oh, Home Alone. Home Alone, the original. I don't want to know.
Controversial. Then you reminded me that Home Alone existed, and that is that's better.
Yeah,
you were going to say Die Hard, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
I'm the same. Home Alone is it's not just my favourite Christmas movie, but it's one of my all-time favourite movies.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. It's incredible.
Yeah. Home Alone is genius. I know a lot of people like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and they always try and say that was Chris Columbus's best Christmas film, but for me, Home
Alone takes it. I've got 3 films I've got to watch every Christmas, and 2 of those films, I don't know where this tradition came from. It just happened one year, and then we repeated it because it just worked. Whereas when the tree goes up, whatever day that is, watch Die Hard while you're putting the tree up. Right? It is a Christmas film.
It is a Christmas film, absolutely. Yeah,
I've never seen it, but Bruce Willis in the best doesn't scream Christmas to me.
I can give you I don't know. It's one of those weird things. Someone like 10 years ago, that I know, put a massive rant up on Facebook about how Die Hard wasn't a Christmas film.
Yeah,
and I convinced them in about 6 lines that it absolutely is, and they went, "Yeah, he's right." So I'm happy to do that for you if it make you feel better. But
I've never seen it. I wouldn't even know what. I don't know.
Anyway, Die Hard when you put in the tree up. Home Alone has to take place before Christmas, but on a very festive weekend. Proper, I'm looking forward to that film weekend thing. And then for some reason, Christmas Eve has become get absolutely plastered and then go and laugh at a Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yeah. I realise how sad you are because you know all the words to all the songs in it.
Yeah.
The
best line is the
Mr. Grimm.
I've had so many mince pies by that point. I'm drunk off of the brandy.
Yeah. Also, and you always lose it when the line "No cheeses for his Mises" comes on, and you can't deal with it anymore.
They said Mises. Love it.
It doesn't even rhyme. They just butchered it in a high budget film, and it's fine.
You're in tears. You're a mess on the floor when Tiny Tim says "God blesses everyone" at the end. Yeah,
great.
I fucking love Christmas. Yeah, so Home Alone, and honestly, Muppets Christmas Carol is right up there for me as well.
It is so good. I overlooked that.
Yeah,
I think it's a great version, and I really like the Jim Carrey one that Disney did a few years ago.
Yeah,
really good animation, really good.
Yeah.
Jim says, Tom, are you a fan of Veruca Salt? Favorite song?
I'll be honest, Jim. I saw this comment pop up and thought I better do a bit of research because I'm not familiar. So they are a band, but I think I'm pretty sure that was also a character in a role in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I think I might be wrong.
It was a spoiled girl that eats the bubblegum.
Yeah. So no, Jim, I'm not, but I appreciate the band's name from some quality English literature. So, but I'll give him a look, Jim. I'll give him a look.
That is a great name. Andy says Green King Brewery in Bury St Edmunds was
go away, Andy.
Not
I
up
live
to
by them.
their beers, but just spent nearly £1 million on my local renovating it. Looks
Nice.
amazing. Shows how they command the market. Reminds me.
They own a lot of the pubs around my way, and to be fair to them, they are starting to allow more interesting beer into their pubs.
Yeah.
I think they needed to, didn't they?
Oh, they got it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
true.
fucking awful, isn't it?
Oh, do you want a pint of East Coast IPA? No, mate, I'll have a pint of Diet Coke, no ice, thank you.
Glass of water, please. That looks lovely.
Oh, a pint of how about ale? Diet Coke, please, no ice, thank you.
Diet Coke, please. Thank you. Enjoying it. TV at every possible wall space, Andy. That's not right, is it? Muppet Christmas Carol with Michael Caine as Scrooge doesn't get better, says John.
No.
It is terrific, isn't it? It is terrific.
Yeah.
There goes Mr. Humbug. There goes Mr. Grimm.
We're going to break into full song if you carry
He's
on.
walking down the street.
We'll all be doing it. It'll be a right mess. Oh dear.
If you start that, Dictionary Corner is going to get excited. She's going to burst in and start singing as well. There's gonna be carnage.
It'll all go wrong. Lots of average beers out there. Absolutely.
So true.
Absolutely.
So true.
Got to keep busy. So, Mark, can I get extension for my car park spot?
Lifetime. You got lifetime, mate. I've already sorted it with the management.
Sorted it. Mark, San Diego's a craft brewery Mecca. You can literally walk from tap room to tap room. Maybe Asheville could compare. Oof.
It's on the hit list, San Diego.
All right, Thomas. Gay. God. Leah's here. Hi, Leah. How you doing?
Hey, Leah.
Quick like and hello from me. Thank you very much, Leah. Hope you're well. Lovely to see you in.
Sweet to go over.
Thomas says hello to Leah. This goes in. It says, evening, greets, beautiful beery peeps. Happy damn. See you next Tuesday. Cheers. I enjoyed the end of Rascal and Disco show. Was it Saturday night? I think it was Saturday night. They went live on YouTube. I was enjoying the debate. When them two get together, they have a very fun beer debate. It's quite interesting watching. It was good. I enjoyed that.
I love it because Disco's such a wind-up and Rasco's so serious.
Yeah,
that's like one of the best dynamics.
I've got two questions. One is, has StreamYard changed the like the pop-up comment thing? Because the avatars look bigger today.
They are bigger.
They look a lot.
StreamYard has updated. It has updated.
Yeah, some things have changed, and I think the people's avatars are bigger. But now looking at that bigger avatar of Rasco and Disco, in that particular image at this very size, it looks like the same person with and without a beard.
Yeah.
Do we think it's an elaborate hoax?
That beard has filled out some, isn't it?
It has.
I'm waiting for the Dasco and Risco Freudian slip, and then we know we've got them.
Yeah. That is true. Some breweries are next to each other, had a beer going at each brewery at the same time. They didn't even know. Probably happens all the time. If they're that close to each other, like having shops right next to one another, they just open the side doors so you can walk through. Great idea.
Oh, that's good.
Hello, gorgeous. Hello, Disco. That'd be good. Captain Meat pulls in. Hello, sir.
Yeah. How are we doing?
You beautiful bunch of bearded boozing beauties.
A lot of bees there. I like it.
I've just had a not too shabby stout from Cold Town Beer, of all people.
You know, earlier when you were pouring that and I was doing that, I was like, is that flipping Cold Town beer?
Is that actually good? You told me that was good.
It was all right.
Was it really?
That was perfectly passable. It was a chocolate cake stout.
Was it good or was it not shit?
It wasn't shit. It wasn't. It hasn't blown my mind, but in terms of an easy drinking, lower ABV stout, that was all right.
Interesting. Because the last beer I had from them, which was Porn Star Martini Ale.
Yeah, these
were Martini Ale.
I opted not to. I got the opportunity to drink that one and declined. I didn't bother.
Porn Star Martini. Yeah, they were given to me and they've been sitting around for months, and I thought I might as well have it.
I need to say that you know now the flavour of the Iyengar is completely left.
Yeah,
I'm only drinking that. It is absolutely superb.
Yeah,
it really is.
So worldly. So worldly.
It felt a little bit too metallic and spritzy, while I still had that kind of residual thing from the Iron. But now,
you know what that will be? When you poured it, I didn't think there was enough of a head. It sounds silly, but I think that is almost like a degassed beer.
right.
It's just cream. It's almost like I found it creamy.
It's just so soft. There's just the malt bill on it. It's just
Soft. Yeah, that's the better word.
It's just absolutely quality, just top quality. It's bread on butter, isn't it? Bread on butter.
Yeah. It is very good. They're both fantastic beers. No regrets there at all.
He's bound to have done, isn't he? 25 million quid for getting boxed up. Yeah, not bad at all. This guy says, just been trying to film a long overdue pumpkin beer video, but it's not going well. So I'll just listen to you three father muckers beer chatting instead.
Well,
what else are you going to do every Tuesday night? That's what it's all about.
All I learned from my 3 pumpkin beers this year is that people really could not care less about pumpkin beer.
I've always kind of got that feeling every time I've tried one. I'm like, well, you know, it doesn't even taste like pumpkin. You know,
I reviewed this when I went to Elusive. They gave me a can of this. I know it's got a pumpkin on it, but I don't think it's necessarily Halloween themed. I think it's just a seasonal thing.
Yeah,
it's a coffee porter.
I reviewed it last year. Yeah,
quite good.
I thought it was terrible.
Did you?
But that was last year's brew, not this year's brew. Maybe they've improved it.
Yeah. Carving yams. Giving the home bargains New Zealand IPA a go. 6.2% for 169. God help us all.
That's probably one of the best styles of beer for me personally. I love a New Zealand IPA and a New Zealand Pale. I just wouldn't want to drink that beer in particular for fear of destroying my idea of what a good beer tastes like.
Yeah, for that money. So what's in it to make up that 6.2%?
You have just reminded me of I had a moment in Scotland. You know, one of those things from one of those kind of in jokes between your mates comes back to you in a moment you don't expect.
Yeah.
And I've got a mate who, for a very long time, basically wouldn't drink beer at all because he basically couldn't burp. So the gas would just build up and he'd be really uncomfortable and not be able to drink. Yeah, that's weird. I know, it's odd. But anyway, that was the case. So he wasn't into beer, but he did like to drink and just went about it the cheapest way possible with fairly naff vodka, which people often do when they're younger, which is fine, whatever. Are you familiar with Glen's vodka?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's shocking. It's cheap, whatever. And this was always just this rolling joke. Anytime anyone sees Glen's vodka, they send him a picture of it to the group chat and tag him in it. It's funny. Anyway, so I was in Scotland last week, stopped at a little spa local shop. I can't remember why. Oh, I'd heard that a few of the little shops around there sold local beer, so I went in to check. They didn't have any, but then I picked one of those like Costa automated machines, grabbed a coffee, went to pay for it. As I went to pay for it, they got the spirits in the counter behind the pay station, and more than a third of it was dedicated to Glen's vodka of different styles.
That's bloody awful, isn't it?
It's like, I never knew there was a blue one. It was like 8 different versions of it. It was just like this weird Glen's vodka mecca in the corner of a spa. This is like,
I didn't know there were different types of Glen's vodka. Is it like
as you can imagine, 100 photos taken, sent straight to him.
I'm terrified. I'm terrified of that idea. And while we were debating the whole horror of multicoloured Glens, we were joined by another bearded gentleman. It's Jonathan.
Multicolour.
How are we all doing, you big cheeky love monsters?
Cheeky love monsters. Doing all right.
What are you doing?
I put my Christmas lights up, but
Very good.
I feel like putting the tree up now. Now we've been Christmas Carol.
I'm really in the mood for it. I don't know why, but I'm really in that Christmas thing.
Has anyone eaten a mince pie yet?
No.
I'll tell you what I did have today. A stolen slice from my local bakery, and it was lovely.
I freaking love stolen. Bloody love.
Okay, all right. This is everyone I've spoke to now, and I raised this with a few people. I've never enjoyed Stollen, but apparently everyone else does. So I need to know what I'm doing wrong.
Well, you can't smoke it for a start.
Okay, well, that's one problem.
I tell you what's a good idea. Lidl do packs of mini Stollen, like little
Right.
bite-sized bits. Try them rather than going
What-
in for the loaf.
Are you just eating them as they come out of the packet? You put
Absolutely.
anything on them?
No, put nothing on them. Just eating them out of the packet.
Why are they good? Because they're actually German.
Yeah,
Is it
but
German?
if you
They'll
get
be German. They'll be German Stollen.
I realised I've just made a massive faux pas, and it's not Stollen that I'm thinking of at all. I'm thinking of those big, massive, dry panettone things.
Oh God, no, panettone shot.
Good, right, thank you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
No.
I was really worried for a minute there. Everyone's going, I love
You
it.
see
It's not.
cake out of a cardboard box. How weird.
Yeah, I don't get panettone at all. At all. That's got nothing to do with Christmas.
It really messes with my head because every time someone says, here's something, it's Italian, it tastes fantastic until it becomes to that massive dried. It's like an oversized soup crouton filled with raisins. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Rubbish.
Italians do pizza and pasta really well, but when it comes to Christmas, I ain't got a fucking clue. Just leave out of it, Italy. Just stay out of it. Don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing.
Hello to you Italian subscribers out there.
Yeah,
But to be fair to them, they have introduced the idea of an extra course on Christmas Day, which is lasagna, and that I can get behind.
Do you know
Yes.
what? I want some lasagna.
Between so I know this because my my sister's husband is half Italian, and he's introduced the idea of you have your normal starter, then you have some lasagna, and then you have Christmas dinner.
Oh, that's a lot.
Has he got any
It
brothers
is a lot.
or sisters?
That's a lot.
To be fair, I do love a lasagna. Did anyone see the lasagna Wellington that's doing the rounds on Instagram at the moment? If you scroll through Instagram,
No.
there's a man that
2
makes.
seconds in.
What are you drinking, John?
He does
Sorry.
lasagna, and he makes a Wellington out of it.
I've seen that.
Lasagna,
Yes,
Wellington.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm still on the Pilsner Urquell that I bought from Create Escape because I've got my last 8 cans to get through tonight.
How many did you buy?
I got a lot. So I've been helping him out with something, and basically, I'm just helping them out because they're nice people. And then every time they're like, "Do you want some beer?" And I say, "Oh, I'll buy a crate of whatever." And I went out. I won't even say how much it costs because it was just. I feel like I'm going to get somebody in trouble just by telling how little I paid. But I basically came out with 48 cans.
Wow.
So I'm down to my last 8.
For £11 or something like that.
No, John,
And they're all in date and everything. I've just spilled beer and I'm not rebuilding my keyboard again.
I love it when John comes onto our live stream. He always drops something and vanishes.
yeah, John's disappeared now. I wanted to show him this.
Is that Christmas?
Oh, mate! That's awesome.
Framed. It did get a little bit crinkled and a little bit damp, but I'm hoping that'll rectify itself in the frame. I just need to put it up now.
That's very good. Mine's still here.
Signed as well.
And mine's
What?
more, I think mine's more wrinkly than yours.
Oh, is that?
That's a Praga.
Yeah, it's
So-
Praga. Is it Brick Cup?
They technically ran in the Praga Cup, but it's like, it can race in the Brit car. It's all carbon fiber with a Renault 2-litre turbo.
I dropped
But-
it.
But they quite often lap faster than GT cars like Lamborghinis, McLarens. They're quick. They're like the power to weight.
They've got a full aero package on them, so yeah, they're rapid on a track. But yeah, John kindly gave me the poster, and I've now framed it. I'm gonna put it
That's a nice bit of artwork, isn't it? That is smart. That is smart. Jim says I've still got 3 bottles of Heavy Seas Volcano chocolate ale in the fridge. 9%, simply sublime imperial stout. I can believe that because I mean you sent me them Heavy Seas beers last year and they were terrific. Like every single one of them. You got a multicolored keyboard.
So on Mark's 1-year birthday, I dropped beer in this keyboard and it died.
Oh,
And during the few minutes that I had on the live stream, I started to strip it down, and I took it back to the circuit board, basically in the chat, and I've managed to repair it, clean it, and put it all back together again. And it's like brand spanking new.
it looks very shiny.
It's shiny.
Very clean.
I'm very proud of myself because I fixed something instead of taking it apart and then never putting it back together again.
Done a good job. Which England team is your favourite? I'll throw 90, 96, 98. 96 is my favourite. 96. I was emotionally invested. Mersey Beer says, Mark, if you're up for a Liverpool in for Beer X, fancy a curry and some 2019 Fuller's vintage, let me know.
That's dirty talk right there.
It is
filth.
poor. Absolute filth. Been scoping a bring your own beer curry house in town centre from me and Harry. Blue Rose Beer Review.
Nice.
Henry says National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Home Alone's a banging film.
I've never seen it. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
It's worth watching.
I've not seen it.
It is good.
But it's not better than Home Alone or Die Hard or Muppets Christmas Carol, is it? Let's be honest.
No.
Oh, I love Muppets Christmas Carol.
But funny.
We've talked a lot about Muppets Christmas Carol. We're all very invested.
Elf is another good one, to be fair. I like Elf. That's a good film.
Speaking of Elf, have we seen any Christmas adverts? Yeah.
Yes.
That has the one, right?
That has the one with Elf in it. I mean, it's they've literally just cut out him from the movie scenes and superimposed them and probably paid an absolute fortune for the privilege.
Yeah.
But it's very, very well done.
It plonked him in an Asda in Watford. It was shot at Watford Asda. And it was
it really? There you go.
Very clever the way they did it. They've won, as far as I'm concerned, they've won the Christmas thing.
Okay, maybe they're definitely a contender. I'd like to congratulate John Lewis for not dropping the ball like they have the last 2 years, actually doing something good.
I haven't seen these ones. All I saw is that really crap Adidas one in the shopping centre. That is somebody had
the John Lewis one is impactful this year. It's quite good. It's quite good. If you've not seen it yet, but I think the winner for me is the Aldi one.
I've not seen the Aldi one.
Okay, go and.
I'll go on YouTube. Have a look. It must be on YouTube by now.
In fact, I mean, you could probably. Yeah, no, I won't. I won't tell you to watch it now. Just, just watch it in your own time, and then let me know if you think that is superior.
I'll have a look. Mersey Beer says his home bargains New Zealand IPA has a soapy-like taste.
I'm not surprised.
Oh dear. Best Christmas movie has to be any of the Christmas Carol movies. Makes you grateful for your lot. I agree. It's just the story of Christmas Carol itself. It's just a wonderful story. That Charles Dickens knew what he was doing, didn't he? He was a clever guy.
Daft, was he?
No. It needs to watch Die Hard. Definitely a Christmas movie. He says, "We're Marley and Marley."
I told you we're gonna end up reciting the entire thing by the end of the night.
Yeah. Not really a Christmas movie, but I always watch the Snowman on Christmas night. I'm not a fan of the Snowman. Not a fan.
You know what's wrong with snowmen? Snowballs.
Snowballs.
It's true.
Mersey Beers, Trading Places, a Christmas film. I wouldn't say it's a Christmas film, but it's set at Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, but you'll be careful with that logic because then we'll start saying that Die Hard's not a Christmas film. So
yeah, that's a good point.
Die Hard's a Christmas film. I'm hoping the kids are kind of old enough to watch one. It's just
Scrooge as well, the Bill Murray one. I think that's a really good version as well. It's completely different, but it's a really good version.
Arthur Christmas.
To be fair, for a modern Christmas film, Arthur Christmas was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen Arthur Christmas.
It's quite good. And then there's another one with a new one that came out last year that was kind of good. I can't remember what that's called.
Are you thinking of the Netflix one where it's the postman?
Yeah, it might be.
I liked Last Christmas with Emilia Clarke.
Not seen that one.
That was quite good.
Has she got dragons in that as well or not?
There's no dragons in that one.
No.
Bit of a shame.
Dragons in a Christmas film? Come on. Melt all the snow. Not even practical.
It's true.
Christmas is cancelled this year due to technical difficulties and lack of interest. says Disco.
No.
You Scrooge.
Disco, you miserable fart. I've just made your beer this week. We had an absolute disaster on Monday with it. It was. We've
What
never
happened?
done it. Well, man, what happened? What didn't happen? So, the Impy Stout, this is the first time we've ever done it on such a large scale. And we did a shorter run because we thought we probably don't need as much as we can make of it. And then we thought, well, it'll be easier. It wasn't. It took nearly 4 hours longer than it should have done. It was like treacle. Like even the pumps are like pumping it going. Anyway, we did it, got it all transferred, put it in the tank, and randomly during the weekend, the temperature probe that controls the chiller decided that the tank was at 100 degrees, which it can't have been. And then basically, the other way around, sorry. It thought it was freezing. That's right. And basically didn't chill it. So then the beer overflowed in it. So it wasn't even a full thing. And in a 10-barrel unitank blew out of the vents, went everywhere, all over the brewery. It's super sticky like treacle. And then crash cooled it because it went from thinking it was freezing to then thinking it was 100 degrees and then chilled it down and then everything stopped. So they came into this freezing cold, sticky mess on Monday. And basically the temperature probe had just gone faulty. So we've changed it out. But what we've had to do to get it going again is get heaters and blow hot air onto the bottom of the unit tank to get the yeast to come back.
What?
Yeah. And just in a short amount of time, it's up to 8% already. So, yeah.
Is it a double? Is it? Are you using two different lots of yeast to get the ABV up, or?
No, it'll do it in one go, and then we will tweak it in the bottles slightly. Okay. We're going to do some casks of it as well.
Oh, casking.
Naughty.
9 gallons.
I've never ever had a cask impy in my life.
Oh, you missed. Firstly, Mark, you're missing out. And John, is there going to be a Christmas special for that?
Well, it's called Disco Made Me Do It.
Is it going to be on at the brewery? Some sort of Christmas event?
Oh, well, it could be. Yeah, we should really put one on in December, shouldn't we?
Should have, really.
Why don't you just whack some cinnamon and nutmeg in it and call it Disco Ho Ho Ho? Maybe do it. Basically, a marketing manager here.
Yeah, to be fair, you're gonna have to use all three hoes because Disco Made Me Do It sounds like something else.
Disco.
Disco made me do it.
Yeah.
Paul, are you a wet or a sticky bandit? Oh, good question. My sticky or wet bandit? Probably a wet bandit.
Sticky.
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 The sticky bandit. Anyone tried the Aldi Hazy Jane rip-off beer?
No. Nope. But I've heard it's all right. A few people have said it's not terrible.
Jay-Z Hayne.
Jay-Z Hayne, yeah. Hello, Smiling John, says David Wilson.
Hello, David Wilson, you dashing fella. My camera's all to whack. What's going on?
Comparison. George P says 2.
Hi, George P.
Paul Grimm says, the 4 sexy Vikings together again. Yeah.
We try.
Mark, do you take it in your German mouth? I don't know what that's in relation to.
No comment.
This is Sexy Vikings, all right, at Paul Greenwood. I like the little individual panettone, says David Wilson. So we have a panettone fan.
Found one.
You know, my fear of panettones is people buy them after they've sat on the TK Maxx shelf for a year. Whenever you go to TK Maxx, there's panettones sitting on the shelf. No wonder it's tough.
I'll have one now.
I think you might be right, you know.
Yeah, why do they sit on a clothing floor end of aisle thing for a year? What is that? Why does bread last that long as well? What's in it? What's going on?
Why are TK Maxx selling food?
They normally TK Maxx normally sit them above things like board games like Frustration and 2004 multi-packs of Mutant Ninja Turtle fighting figures. And then at the top, there'd be a Panettone, like an angel on top of the Christmas tree. Like, no, I'm just not going to do that.
I'll just put it out there. Frustration is a great game. Great game.
I was very confused when I asked a friend of mine. I was ranting about Panettone because I think I'd gone in somewhere with them and seen them for sale. And he was like, "No, I think it's great." I was like, "What?" He said, "Yeah, if you toast it and dip it in coffee, it's really good." And like, part of me went, "Oh, okay, maybe I've just been eating it wrong. Maybe that's maybe that's the intended thing." And then it's just dawned on me during this conversation that friend I was talking to is caffeine sensitive and can't drink coffee. So I'm really confused now. I feel like there's some ruse going on.
Being lied to.
A bit like taking advice from a Saudi Arabian brewer.
Indeed, yeah. Exactly like that.
So Captain Meat says that you can see a bit of E17 going on here. E17 Christmas hit Stay Now video. Does it remind you of the Stay Now video?
Not one of us has got a fur-lined jacket from the 90s. What are you talking
about? No.
And you need to wear your hat like
Give us 2 minutes.
Everyone's all wearing silver puffer jacket and beanie hat.
It's got to be like, I can't even get it to do it. Didn't they used to wear the hat like balanced on top of their head?
They had a woolly hat, but you wear it really high. So it's just stuck up like a chef. It's tough.
Stay now.
Baby, if you got to go away.
Watch it, we'll get a copyright strike.
No, we are that good.
It's too close.
John looks like if Marge Simpson wore a baseball cap.
There is an unprecedented length of head there that's really concerning.
The words crimpled and damp is something I'm getting used to the older I get. Oh, Christ. You're the damp bandit. Or the crimpled bandit. We're the crimpled bandits.
Paul, what do you think of my new mic? Is it sounding lush?
It is sounding very nice, actually.
It is sounding nice.
Very nice. He recommended the mic I've got is the one that he recommended, and ever since then he's had about 12 different mics. So it wasn't that good, was it?
No, I keep getting sent them for free.
It's a bonus, isn't it? But that's
if you want to donate one, John.
Crummy said something the same. Where's that?
No, I offered to buy one off you. I didn't ask for it for free.
Thing is,
fuck that. Donation.
Not buying them.
I got a message just yesterday from another company wanting to send us some more microphones. So I like these two. I'm going to keep these two, but I don't need any more after this at this point. It's just ridiculous. So I will pass them on.
Last Beer. I've seen Last Beer on my stream before. Last Beer, have you got a channel? Last Beer.
I believe he has.
I think so.
I've seen Last Beer a few times. Cheers, Henry. Doing well. Glad to hear, brother. To be fair, Tom is watching Prince Sasquatch at a shooting party at Christmas.
Yeah, sure.
Paul, I figured you're a Hallmark channel, Chris. I love a dodgy Hallmark Christmas movie. Like the Channel 5 lunchtime ones. Love them.
Do you really?
Like,
I mean,
the tree of Christmas.
They are. You know, everything looks amazing. Like they walk down the high road or main street of a town, and it looks incredible. Like every single shop window is totally Christmased up, and there's like garlands everywhere. It looks like Christmas heaven in all these films, but they are just like the worst films. It's all a love story. They're all a love story, and they're generally about someone who moved away from their small, simple town, worked in the big city for a few years, and then came back and fell in love with their old flame from school. And it's the same.
It would take some kid from a choir to make it happen.
Yeah, it's like, Dad, Mum died. Do you reckon you can get back with this girl who's just come back to the town for Christmas randomly? And it's like, yeah, all right then. Happy Christmas, everyone. And it's but they're all the same, but they're all brilliant but shit at the same time. There wouldn't be Christmas without them.
That's exactly what you're on about.
Yeah, you wouldn't be.
You and Lydia need to stay in together. I swear down.
Honestly, I just destroy hot chocolates, mince pies, and watch Channel 5 Christmas films all day. I'm quite happy doing it.
Do you watch
Someone's got the naffest names, haven't they? Like Rudolph's Gift.
Yeah.
It's not a-
The gift of Christmas. Yeah.
I remember she made me watch one once, and it was about this couple who were trying to get back home to their families, but she had an abusive boyfriend, and he was a single guy whose wife had left him or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then their plane, they ended up on an overnight stuck in this little town in the middle of nowhere. And their flight kept getting delayed, and then they fell in love.
Yeah.
And then they had to be there for Christmas, and then I was like,
Yeah. The woman's done, she's got to tie up this massive business deal while she's in this little town. And she's on the phone to her bosses in New York. Look, we need this contract. We need them done by Christmas Eve. We need them in. And okay, we'll get it done. And meanwhile, she's busy baking cookies with the old woman who's got a massive house on the outskirts of the town. And, she's singing in the choir. She's made friends with everyone in the local cafe. It's madness. Absolute
I feel like I'm watching the film.
Yeah. They're all the same. They're all the same.
and then the problem was with this, it had like satellite delay in all of the lines. You could see them literally in their head. There's one point where the guy, you could tell he was looking up to try and remember what he had to say. And I said, this is garbage. Like, it was like, how are you? I'm fine.
Yeah.
What a lovely snowy day.
So let's go see Jack. Let's see what Christmas trees he's got this year. And it's just this guy in dungarees. It's his old boy with the beard. And he's like, oh, we've got some good trees this year. And he's looking around, looking for the line. He's like, what can I get you? What can I get you this year? You know? Yeah. But it is. They're all the same, but they're great.
We've exposed them. They're not going to do it again.
Yeah, we'll do our own. Make it amazing. Do our own Christmas movie. It's going to come out next year. We can start making it today, and it would be out in time because it only takes about 5 minutes to shoot them.
I was Sharky.
I was allowed to come out with his friends tonight. Woo!
I was allowed to come out tonight. I mean, I was meant to do Sharky's live, but I'd done like 2 lives in a row. Liz was like, come on. We're meant to do this. We've got to go. And I'm like, I know she's right. And I was like, I'm going to get Sharky's going to kill me because he's going to do it. And then also Liz is going to kill me. And then I thought, I don't live with Sharky, so I can. Like, my wife, she's going to make my life a misery. Yeah.
Nativity films are quite good, actually. And this is a great shot. So, Christmas Eve night, John, you need to record a video of yourself sitting in
God.
reading. What's the name of that? The
It was the night before Christmas.
What's the night before Christmas? Yeah. You got to sit in your chair by the fire reading that.
I could do it. Do you really want me to do that?
You've got to do it. Wearing a Christmas jumper.
You've got to put that LED little light show board thing with a little crackling fire behind you on the window ledge.
He's got a real fire.
I got a real fire.
Yeah. Say, just sit in the.
Does it work?
Sit in the lounge. Sit in the chair, reading towards the night before Christmas, wearing the most outland. No, you don't want outlandish, do you? You just want a really nice Christmas jumper on. Classy.
Or a suit. Full suit with a monocle.
Pair of slippers.
You know what I saw today at Morrison's? T-shirt saying reindeer.
Reindeer.
It's a beer with like tusks of lights off of it.
Yeah, you got to do it from the chair.
I could do that. I could do that. If people in chat want that, and I'll put it up there, and then it'll premiere. I won't be obviously there, but
it's not what about the people in chat want. We want it.
It's what we want. Yeah. What we want.
It's what we're demanding now.
Yeah.
It's got to happen.
It's what we want. Christmas needs it. Christmas needs it.
True.
Rob is in. Hello, buddy. Hope you're well.
Hi, Rob. How you doing?
Happy Christmas, Rob.
We will get to do the homebrew thing. I think it's now getting pushed into next year. But yeah, we will do it because I said we will.
Jim's off. Cheers, Jim. Have a good night. Love you all. Great stream.
Okay, Jim, mate.
Thanks for joining us, mate.
Good, mate.
Good
Love you,
shout.
Jim. I'll see you on Funker at some point.
You're what? I'm sorry.
What?
Me and Jim like to go and watch Funker,
Oh, right. Okay.
the Veterans channel, and watch all the battle footage.
Battle footage.
Yes.
Great.
And then what happens when they shoot Russian tanks and the top flies off? We measure how high it goes and how long it takes to come back in bananas in chat. And I don't really know why, but
I can tell you something really nerdy as to why the turrets get burned off of Russian tanks, but I'll do that in a minute when Paul's caught out with the chat.
I bet I could out nerd you. I know exactly why as well.
Again, anyway. I'm fairly certain Disco definitely didn't make you do that, says Disco.
Yeah, Disco didn't make you flood the brewery. It's fine.
Yeah.
Paul
Disco made
said,
you.
12 beers of Christmas. My Christmas Belgian beers has arrived from Beers of Europe. Oh, yeah.
I'm a bit jealous. I've not got the space, but I'm a bit
Bush
jealous.
Noel. What a beer that is.
She's got a lovely bush.
You were going to say it. I knew one of you would. It was only a matter of time before the filth was unleashed.
Bush Noel. It's late night love, baby. Our After Eights and Ferrero Rocher's essential Christmas chocolate. After Eights, maybe.
Oh, yeah, you got to have Ferrero Rochers.
I don't know, man. Ferrero Rocher, they're kind of more of a year-round thing.
Listen to Captain Meat growing up in a middle-class family.
Hold on. The amount of time he had to go at me, I've never sat there and gone, I've got to buy After Eights or Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever bought. I'm not sure I've ever bought a box of either. Not for myself, anyway.
See, the thing that no one's quite conned onto yet with Ferrero Rochers is that whilst the reason they're delicious is that it's basically the same as just eating Nutella with a spoon, and that's a lot cheaper.
It's true, but the thing with Ferrero Rochers that I don't like is they're rather unnerving because they look like my poo when I'm a little bit dehydrated.
Okay, what that tells us is that Mark needs to see a GP stat. That's all it tells me.
Only when he's eating nuts, though.
Yeah, it's true.
These nuts.
These nuts.
These nuts. Kobe loves that. Kobe thinks that is the height of comedy.
Oh dear.
These nuts.
And he's absolutely correct.
Everyone's chatting. Good.
Right, let's get more beer.
Tom, which will taste better? A TK Maxx out of date Panettone or a can of Foster's?
I can tell you that out of date can of Foster's apparently is the height of beer. That's all I can tell you.
Height of beer.
Wow. I'll tell you what, fair play for doing that video, Tom, though.
It's so weird because if you go back and watch it, I can't even tell after about 5 sips of that Foster's what even style it is.
Oh dear!
It's just like you just change. Basically, it piggybacked off everything else you had before it. It's really, really odd. Yeah, it was interesting.
It's like an experiment. I'm almost tempted to find out. Where are we at?
Sexy.
Richie's in. Hello, Richie. Grandma says he definitely said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I did.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I did. I'm sorry.
Evening, Bearded Brothers.
Richie, we haven't seen Blind Man B in ages.
Blind Man B in ages. He's changed his channel and he's Blind Man's World. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, is that Blind Man B?
It is.
Yeah, Blind Man B.
Is he from? Where's he from? Like Middlesbrough?
Newcastle, I think.
It's not Newcastle. He's is he North Shields?
DJ. Is he a DJ?
Yeah. We need to go. We still need to go and see him, don't we?
We do need to go see him. How you doing, Richie? I haven't tuned into the radio station for a little while. I might turn it on tomorrow morning. See how you're getting on. He'll now tell me he doesn't work there anymore.
Paul, what we should do, we go up there and take that 12% beer and all drink it together during the during the radio show.
Doesn't he have a morning show?
Yes.
Good morning. Have a 12%.
Put it
have a 12% stout. That'll wake you up, you tosser.
Passion of the chemist.
I said that last beer was going to be my last one, but I lied clearly because this has emerged out of the fridge. A key lime pie pale ale.
That just sounds good.
It is a very, very good beer, this one. And I feel bad for Navigation because I've reviewed 3 of their beers in one way or another in the last 3 months. And all but this one I gave terrible reviews of. But they are genuinely a very good brewery. But unfortunately, it just seems I've picked bad ones.
Well, you got to review what you taste, mate.
I know.
currently drinking Exmoor Slag, and I forgot how complex this beer actually is.
Did you just say Exmoor Slag?
You did, yeah.
She's always got the horn.
Exmoor Slag.
Hey.
He's a holy beast, this man.
Oh dear.
Beer. That's a good beer. It's still a good beer, that Exmoor.
Yeah, must be Paul's rutting season.
Yeah.
No.
Was it really expensive? Was it quite dear?
Oh.
Does it taste good though?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
No, this is going to go on for ages.
Gosh, honestly, us guys have no idea.
What was it turned into? Try yourself, fellas. Jeez. John's Canadian trucker now. John's new mic is sounding so late night jazz.
Welcome to the late night jazz with ginger, beards, and furry, 2 eggs, and a hairy hanky.
That is actually really good sound. I mean, nothing you just said made any sense, but that is really, really good sound.
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm so fat.
Oh, yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah, baby.
You can do all the ASMR stuff for this thing, but
All the little clicks in your mouth and that.
Oh, when they're like Asian kids eat noodles and stuff, get out. What are you doing?
yeah, well, yeah, what's that?
Paul's
Hey.
mic is sounding so sexy, Simo. Sexissimo.
Paul's beer is in Man vs. Food in London.
Yeah, it is.
How
Can't believe
mad's
that when I saw that this morning. I thought, that's right.
I meant to ask actually, Man vs. Food, is that a Rick? What's his name? Ricky
Gervais.
Rick Waller.
Rick. I can't remember his
Well,
name. You know the original guy, the original Man
You're
vs.
thinking
Food
of
guy.
you're thinking of Adam Richmond.
Yeah, the guy who does the challenges. Yeah.
It could be him, Tom. Yes.
That's it. Yeah, it's a normal restaurant, but they have food challenges in there as well.
I knew I'd seen it. Yeah, I knew I'd seen it somewhere.
But yeah, I can't believe
Probably
it. I'm assuming, is it in cans or keg?
It's in cans, so they ordered it through Ebria, and I just saw it yesterday. I popped in to pick up my Bofang UVR or UV5R that had been delivered there, which I'm yet to talk to anybody on because I don't know how it works. And there it was, waiting to be delivered, and it had Man vs. Food London. I thought, oh, that's interesting. I'll go and have a look. And there you were on the menu.
Loving that.
So pretty darn cool.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty
I
cool.
don't know how they've ended up picking us. I'm going to give them a call because I feel like a video there would be in
Pop
order,
down.
really.
And drink
Yes.
the beer. Yeah, that Man versus Food.
Would
That'd
be
be
good.
sweet. Do a food challenge. Whilst drinking. That's fine.
Where is this place?
It's in London.
Okay.
I think it's Rickmansworth, isn't it?
No, that's where I work. Close.
I think it's somewhere like that. Let me have a look.
Is it near Rick Wakeman's house? Because I
Rick
feel that's
Wakeman.
where you might got confused.
It's in London. It's in a
London.
place called.
The London Town Centre.
Oh no,
Someone
Isle-
from London called.
Isleworth.
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 Last beer says, yes, I have a channel. Last beer, if you search beer bowl discussions, I should pop up. Do a bit of that.
Beer bowl.
Craig and Jagman streams a lot. Oh, there you go.
What's a bit of beer bowl?
Abby's watching the Hallmark movie while Paul listens to Die Hard, and he's that's a good shout. Pretend I'm totally engrossed. Truckers. I'll tell you what Christmas movie is good. Christmas with the Coopers, John Goodman in it. Loved it. I think I've seen that one. Don't think I've seen that one.
Quick update on the old truckers. It's all kicked off again.
Is it?
Yeah, so basically, it's all going through a public hearing at the moment because Trudeau broke the law invoking the Emergency Act.
Oh,
So
he's getting collared for that.
yeah, I've sent the video of what I live streamed to their lawyer out there
Oh,
because, of course, the media didn't cover half of it.
What?
Yeah.
that's rather interesting.
What? They're going to have your face in the courtroom.
Well, I don't know. I've just said I don't because there's very little media cover. On the media cover that there was edited and scripted and all sorts of shenanigans going on. I just emailed it. I found out today who their lawyer was, set up a drive folder and sent it to them. Because even whatever the outcome is, the truth has to be found, doesn't it? So ultimately, we saw what actually went on. And I feel like it wasn't what was Trudeau said it was happening. It wasn't at all like that. So
I think my favorite live stream moment ever was Mark stumbling into that stream, having literally no idea what had been going on.
I remember sitting down. I was sitting down in my kitchen. I remember it. I sat down. I was like, "Oh my god, we've got about 2,500 people in here, and they're literally looking into my kitchen."
Yeah, there was. I think the highest point we got to was 7,000.
That's mad, isn't it? That's mad.
I'm glad I experienced it. I mean, I never set out for it to be what it was, but
it was funny. It was a time. It was like you'd left it auto running, and there was 2,500 people in. I was like, I don't know if he knows. I'm going to ring him. Rang you. I was like, John, there's 2,500 people in your stream. Like, I'm in Asda.
I'm getting shopping. I can't get back. You go, John. The chat is going ape shit crazy because they think the cameras are fake that are up. And I was like, what? And sure enough, those cameras were fake. So what they've done is somebody, probably we know who, put up loops of video footage showing that there were no trucks on the
There were no people there, yeah.
Yeah. How mad is that?
It's dodgy, isn't it? They're trying to cover the whole thing up.
That's like flipping China stuff, that is.
Dodgy bastards. I've been painfully watching these Poundland Christmas movies. They're so poo and called like Santa's a prick, Jingle Bells, Merry Christmas.
That sounds like you've got a knockoff DVD of a Christmas film.
I love that. I love that.
Someone Google translated a Christmas film. That's what it is.
The network premiere of Santa's a prick. Love me some weird 80s films around Crimbo time. Flight of the Navigator. Oh, what a film.
Oh, what a film.
Inner Space. That's another great film. Dennis
watched
Quaid being shrunk and put into Martin Short's body. Great film.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Dennis Quaid and Martin Short. Just them two names straight away. That's just 80s Hollywood straight away.
Tron. I love Tron.
Tron. Never-ending Story. Explorers. Short Circuit. Batteries Not Included. Oh, some great films there.
Also, non-obvious retro Christmas films. Shout out Gremlins.
Gremlins. Yeah, I love Gremlins.
I've never watched it.
Oh, you're missing out.
Gotta watch Gremlins. Even Gremlins 2 was good.
It's true.
I can't wait to see Captain Meat's Christmas Extravaganza. We will have games like the Christmas Clanker, Santa's Big Sack, empty and keeping your Christmas bird moist and juicy. They sound like
I'm having flashbacks to that pub, Paul.
Oh, don't.
They sound like good games. Shark says Christmas stories on the chair is a requirement.
Yeah.
David Wilson's off. Take care, David.
Cheers, David.
See you, David. Bless you, man.
Mate. Defo do it. Christmas audio, but mate, wear a Santa hat holding a glass of mulled wine. Mold wine. Don't want mold wine. That won't taste too clever. You want a mold wine.
Like that, just like a skin on the top of it.
Yeah.
And it's for 14 years.
I love one though. I love one about you blind bastard. I love it. It's great. Get a glass of that mouldy wine.
Ignoring Richie. He's just...
Love it. Nothing sounds more Christmassy than tanks blowing off and bananas.
It's true. It's true. Pop goes the weasel.
Well, so it happens when it happens. It'll be a great day. Absolutely.
It will. It'll be quality, man. I
Don't
might get
worry.
drunk and just watch it all.
Toblerone, totally a Christmas chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, the white one.
Enjoy a Toblerone.
Does anybody else get it where it hurts? Like you bite it and you get it wrong, and then it goes jabs you in the roof of your mouth, and it hurts.
Oh
like
yeah,
hell.
you got.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge chocolate, a Toblerone. There's nothing
Yeah.
easy about it.
It's an aggressive chocolate bar, isn't it?
I mean, it's delivered in spikes. To be fair, I mean, what were we?
You got to break it off, and you got to break off a little pyramid, and then you got to bite the top of the pyramid off, and then attack the bottom of it. It's a bit of a
Yeah, I do that. Top off, then bottom in two
bite
sections.
the top off, and then that's what I do.
Is that what you
One at a time.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You told us the thing. You're asking for trouble, aren't you? Otherwise?
I've always been told I've got a big mouth.
I love a bit when you leave your Toblerone with all the foil wrapped up, and you go back to it, and it's got the really long bit of connecting chocolate that you've left at the bottom.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a bonus bit of chocolate that you didn't bargain on.
Oh yeah, bonus. Oh, shark shell.
Bonus.
Tried out a date silver spur. Hold on. Shark's got the hump, got the right hump.
Do you know? He said, "Save me some silver spur." Those were his words. I saved him some silver spur. Saved them in the cold room, taking up space just for Sharky. Given to him, and all he's done is moaning that it's out of date.
Yeah, unbelievable.
It's not my fault Joey didn't come until now.
Who do you think you are?
Right,
Who do you think you are, Sharky? Who do you think you are?
Slag.
Yeah. I'm from Liverpool. Do you think we buy after eights and Ferrero Rochers? We either nick them or the ambassador spoils us.
Why in that moment did I think that the ambassador was a nickname for Paul O'Grady?
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I don't know that one either.
I
The
think that's,
ambassador. Paul
that
O'Grady.
is the ambassador.
Same with German cake. Stalin's the one. At Christmas, which do you prefer? To suck Uncle Joe's mint balls or your granddad's butter candy? What? Mint balls or granddad's butter candy? Well, I'm not sure where to go from that. I mean, I like a Werther's original. I'll just leave it at that.
I've never heard of either of them.
Kirky Valley. I lived in Marsh Lane, Bootle. Where's my medal? Is it that bad there?
Bootle. Where's Bootle?
Bootle. It's Liverpool, isn't it?
Is it?
Merseyside.
Oh, yeah. It's a town in England. That's what it says here.
Town in England.
Yeah.
That's cutting it fine there.
It is. It's in the Merseyside.
Huh?
And
Henry says, sounds nice that crummy key lime pie pale.
It's very good.
Key lime pie pale. Key lime pie pale. Pepper. Rascal Disco, talk to me. Get your Christmas list to me. I will get the stuff and empty my massive sack for you.
It's gone downhill. It's gone downhill.
He's
I don't
bringing
know.
on that. Kirky says, you slave.
The best comment to follow that other comment.
It's true.
The radio shows at 7 a.m. Oh, and it won't affect me. I'm from the most notorious pisshead town in Europe, excluding Glasgow. I'd love to see you guys. I've had it very rough mentally at the moment. Broken. Feel alone. Oh, mate.
Oh, mate.
That's not what I want to hear.
No, man. You
I'm
love
going
it.
to tune in to your show on Coast FM tomorrow morning. I'm going to get you to play the dirtiest thrash metal tune that comes into my mind at that point, just to wake everyone up. They'll do it as well. That's what makes it funny.
Okay, we have Paul from London. He's requested some Cannibal Corpse.
It's 7:33. Wake up.
Everyone is very awake at that point.
Blind Man B, can you do me a favour tomorrow and just rickroll someone? Just rickroll your whole audience. Say, John at Lordsbury & Co. said, if you haven't tried my beer, then here's something for you. And then rickroll them.
Is it Coast FM?
Is that similar to a sausage roll?
Rickrolled?
Yeah.
You don't know what being rickrolled is?
No. Go on then. What's rickrolled?
So,
for example, go on, John. Yeah.
No, I'll let you do it. Yeah,
I was going to say, for example, someone would post a link saying, click here for free beer. And you click the link, and what the link would actually go to would be an also playing video for Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up.
Right, that's a rickroll. Okay.
That's a Rickroll.
Got
yeah.
If you go to my Instagram and go to the link tree, there's my OnlyFans account, and if you click it, it rickrolls it.
That's great.
True.
I'm trying to find this radio station. What's it called?
Coast FM.
That was a great ventriloquist act Mark just did.
It is. It is a move.
Oh no!
Don't you feel like Mark's new haircut? He looks very like the guy of Call of Duty. What's he called?
Ghost.
Yeah, it looks a bit like Ghost.
Ghost. Well, do your impression of you like looking really intently at a computer screen. That's brilliant. That's the one. That's the one.
I'm worried about how much foundation Mark's using to come on these live streams. Look how smooth he is.
It is. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous.
Pretty sexy there.
No creasage.
Oh dear.
Oh, he's meant to say it again. The slag tastes better than the slugger. Yep. Have Ursel. What?
What if Ursel doesn't want to be had?
Have Ursel. I'm not sure it needs to be Christmas for that cat to meet, but I'll have a bag full of World Peace, please.
Mark, I think you need a nice, cheap Orky webcam. And funnily enough, I've done a video on that. If you check out RGB Addicts reviews, my new YouTube channel, you'll be able to find out which webcam's best for you.
Pardon me.
I always have a belt.
Full review given by Paul just there. That was good.
Come on, GoPro, warm up.
Got to warm up. You got to go for a run if you're going to use the GoPro. With a camera on you. Hasn't Beard versus Food gone there to do a challenge? Oh, we might have done. That might be worth a look.
I think so.
Joey says, yo!
Joey!
Yo!
The
Gillette
biggest
and
Cleveland
pussy.
Browns shouter I've ever seen in my life.
Harry's game is truer. I don't shave my beard, so...
Me neither, but I do shave my head with Harry's razors, so I'm going to agree with
Harry's razors.
right there.
They've got a good shaving game.
Yeah, they do. It's good.
Harry Bolton.
What's more lovely than Santa? Always
Right.
joyful.
We're going to get rid of that.
Kirky Valley. Trudeau. Book 3.
Trudeau, women's knickers. Yeah.
David Wilson as well. Cheers, Dave. After watching Gremlins, I put so many random animals in microwaves. Cats, possums, foxes, koalas, you name it. Must have nuked 200 to 300 animals.
You know, when you get a comment that you don't know, I don't know whether this is like an advanced level of humor or whether I need to call someone.
That's why you shouldn't be allowed to watch films like Gremlins at a young age. That's what happens. That's what happens.
Tell you what, Paul, that is why this is a classic example of why you don't listen to veteran stories. Like Steve told me and Mike a funny story once about a small dog getting put in a howitzer. And then Steve was like, yeah. And me and Mike were like, well, we just, they did what? That's wrong. It's like, oh, yeah, like they're just on another level to us.
He's blue. He's blue, Paul. He's blue. Did anyone get tickets for Peter Kay?
I think the question: did anyone want tickets for Peter Kay?
I did.
Really? Okay, so I fell out with Peter Kay very shortly after his first DVD, where I got really excited, and as soon as he released the second DVD, went immediately out and spent my hard-earned money on it. I was not very. There's a lot of muffling going on there. Spent my hard-earned cash on it when I was not very old and didn't earn any money. To find out that it was the same jokes as the first DVD in a slightly different order, and he had a different shirt on. And I was furious, and I've never forgiven him since. So he can get in the bin, as far as I'm concerned.
Outrageous. I love Peter Kay. I love Peter Kay. He's doing it's like a 2-3 year residency at the O2. So he's playing a show a month there for the next like 3 years. And well, last time I looked, you could get tickets for like December 2024. That was like as soon as you could get them. And I was just like, Jesus, he could be dead by then. We could all be dead by then. You know?
At this rate, flipping Poland.
Yeah. Morbid. Jamie C is in. What's happening, Jamie C? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Jamie C? How you doing?
I'm just wishing I was closer over there, Jamie C, than I am right now.
Jamie C's in New York. Rich says, "You're baldy ginger twat. I love you, Paul, but you need to grow some hair." That's what he said. Jerry's chocolate orange.
I think that was for Christmas chocolates.
Yes.
Yes. I
Terry's
think you're
chocolate
right.
orange. I do like a Terry's chocolate orange for Christmas. Yeah.
It's my wife's favourite chocolate.
No way.
She loved the chocolate orange.
I can.
Mark, to be fair, your webcam does not look that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right.
Not there.
You know what we need to do?
Webcam.
There's a cruel chocolate. Oh,
Uh-oh. Dude, your laptop's never done this, ever. And now it's started to do all this funny...
I'm loving Mark's faces, right? He's gone, giving up.
Oh, dear.
Loving it. They say it's going to snow 3 feet in Buffalo this weekend. Just the 3 feet. Where's the rest of them? God, it is apparently. I've heard that in certain parts of the States, it's literally just switched. It's gone. Like they reckon that a lot of places they just skipped like autumn. It went from warm to just cold, just really quickly. Whereas here, it's still like double figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's oddly warm here, isn't it?
It is. This weekend, this past week, it was 17 degrees on Saturday down here. The garden was full. It was ridiculous. It was great though because we were busy, but everyone was in the garden drinking beer.
It's a bit colder now going forward, thankfully.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be getting colder in it this week.
I tell you what, we had mad fog this weekend, like unbelievable.
We had it yesterday. It was proper soupy yesterday. Weird.
Yeah, we've
literally at one point going up to the brewery, I slowed down to 10 miles an hour, and even with I turned my headlights off and just put my sides and my fogs on, because sometimes when you put your headlights on, you just get a wall of light.
Bounce back, yeah.
Yeah, and 10 miles an hour just crept. I could not see a chuffing thing. And then out of the dark, I'm so glad I did, because out of the fog was a lady with a buggy with a baby in it.
God.
You know, on that bend, the bend, you go round and then there's the pubette in front of you and then you go down.
Yeah,
the On that bend.
Oh my God.
I feel like I petitioned the council to put a pavement on there.
Fog on the hills.
You mean the bit where the tractor's normally parked? That corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is, Jamie. You're absolutely right. I think everyone. I think everyone I know who flies somewhere comes back with a Toblerone for me. I don't even ask for it. You just end up with a Toblerone. I think
You're not wrong.
It's a solid gift.
Dairy milk is a classic. Not at Christmas. You want something a bit special at Christmas, don't you? Dairy milk. Limp balls. I like limp balls at Christmas as well.
Yeah, they are good.
You like balls at Christmas?
I just like chocolate balls in my mouth.
Chocolate soda balls.
Soda balls.
Put them in my mouth and suck them. Hey, suck on my chocolate soda balls.
It's that breakdown.
Packed full of vitamins and good for you. So suck my balls.
Oh, baby, you just burned my balls.
Right, on that note, I'm going to leave you.
Oh no, Mark, you
Oh, you actually
can't
do
go.
Because we started singing about balls.
Yeah, I'm horny. I've got to go.
Outrageous. Outrageous. Well, I think we're only do another 20 minutes, get up to about 11 o'clock, and then we'll wrap it up there anyway, because we've all got to get up in the morning, haven't we? So,
Yeah, I've got to go delivering. I've got Manchester to do tomorrow.
Manchester. Getting chilly here in Albany, says Jamie. I like the massive Toblerone you can smash over the head of the in-laws that you hate the most. Where is that? You can use it as a festive tool.
Bludgeoning the in-laws with a Toblerone.
You laughed at Newcastle United. All the lads this last time. No, I won't take it back. I won't take it back. All the times you laughed at Newcastle United, I won't take it back. You're not even a real club anymore. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. You can enjoy the trip. You can enjoy it. Watching Newcastle win everything. But just know you never earned it. You never earned it. You're just a new Man City. That's all you are.
Oh, whoa. I know nothing about football, but my kids like Man City.
Yeah, but why do they like Manchester City? Ask yourself that question.
Because his great granddad followed Man City.
No. The real
And his
reason.
granddad followed Man City.
The real reason they really like Manchester City. The same reason I see kids around here wearing Man City shirts, because they win everything.
Mark, are you using OBS?
Oh, BS.
I don't know how to work OBS. It was just another trial thing.
Right. Tomorrow, go and watch some videos on OBS settings to stop it being laggy, and then get a little web. He's gone.
Oh, gone. He was explaining it to him, and he went. Apparently, Paul O'Grady was named ambassador after the Morris ambassador, as he has loads and loads of lads inside. Oh dear, dirty bastard. Coast with a K, yeah, it's Coast FM. Coast FM, go check it out tomorrow morning. Coast FM, the morning show with Rich and is it your lovely wife that you do the show with, Rich? I can't remember now.
Coast with a K.
Coast with a K.
I need to pay again. No?
Oh, he's gone. What's your thoughts on the best macro lager? For me, it's Heineken.
Apparently, I like Fosters. I don't know what to say.
This or Budvar?
I was going to say, I mean, that counts, doesn't it? That counts as a macro lager, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I will say probably my favourite macro lager off the top of my head is Warsteiner. I've had it in bottles, enjoyed it. I've had it in cans, enjoyed it, and I've had it on keg in my local pub, and it's stunning.
It's lovely on keg.
I think that's probably my favourite macro lager is Warsteiner.
I like Jiva as well.
Who?
Jiva.
Yeah, that's
Jiva.
a good one, isn't it?
That is, if you like bitter, like I like really bitter beer.
Dirty,
really
bitter. Is it a Pilsner though, Jiva, or is it a lager?
Yeah, it is a Pilsner. I mean, technically, the Budvar and the Pilsner Urquell are both Pilsners.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I had the choice, a Pilsner is always better than a lager. Pilsner refers to the place. Lager is just the word lager means to store.
To store. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Captain Mick says, John, can I ask, when you're on OnlyFans, do you ever say, "Oh, lovely mouthfeels. I love a creamy brew," and "Oh, the carbonation's moving around"?
No, that's my Only Cans channel.
Only cans, not OnlyFans. Joey says we should get 10 people to shave their beards live for charity.
I've done it twice.
Yeah, John did it. John did it at go-karting, and he looked like a potato. He looked like a baked potato. He looked like Marlon's mate from Emmerdale. He was a walking baked potato. Couldn't look at him. It was shocking.
I literally look like a Tic Tac.
Yeah, the Tic Tac, yeah. And you had a tash, didn't you, for a little while as well? So you actually look like Mr. Potato Head. 'Cause he has a moustache.
You also looked a little bit like the used car salesman from Monsters University.
Yes.
Did? Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I look like. Damn it.
That's the one I was thinking of as well. That's brilliant. Oh, it was terrifying. It was terrifying.
Liz wouldn't let me kiss her until I shaved the tash off.
Oof.
It was a very seedy look. That's all I can say.
Oh dear, it was. It was weird.
Especially when I was like, "Come here, love. Get your growler out."
Come here,
It
you.
was like, "Ah!"
Harry says, I will shave my beard for Chatterty.
Chatter is a lucky lady. That's all.
I love my Chatterty.
Oh, she's so lovely.
Oh, I shaved my beard for Chatterty. It's like charity. I don't know why I'm talking Northern. Why is everyone Northern in this chat? They're not. They might not be.
Nice to see you, Henry.
Tom, you can always ring me for all advice on animal, mineral, or vegetable. There you go.
I'm just glad to know you've got the full spread there. It's good.
Full spread. Oh, hang on. He's back.
We're back.
Yes. He's here.
He's back. Disco says, Joey, I shaved off the beard for lols and views live on Instagram last year. So doing for charity is no problem for me as long as someone else is paying. Yeah.
Mark, tomorrow I'm going to send you some links to some videos.
It's a bit ominous.
I think it
Captain
was.
Beat says, Tom,
You know
can
what I think
ask,
it was? I think
how
it was
did
the app called House Party.
House Party?
What's house
Do
party?
you remember that thing? Was that the one where everyone came together and did online chats and that during lockdown?
Yeah, it was a brief COVID-based application that didn't last any longer.
Yeah, died a death shortly
Yes.
after. Captain Beat says, Tom, can I ask, how did Peter Kay take the news that you'd fallen out with him?
He screamed loudly into a garlic bread.
Garlic bread.
Just like that, yes. Exactly like that.
Rich says, we know it's bad when the beards go on the fire to save heating. Bill, fudge Putin. Go on to save the heating bill. Yeah, fudge Putin. Fudge him.
Where did these missiles land? I want to know.
Missile clans? What?
Where did the missile? Where did the missile?
That's his nickname on another website.
Missile clans.
Oh yeah, brother.
17 degrees, sweaty beard weather. It was borderline warm. Fogging the times on mine. Banger. Matt Baton says, how are we, bearded gents? I think we're all right.
I'm all right, Matt.
Tuesday,
We're good thing about.
no complaints.
I think we're pretty good. Pound shop version of Toblerone is good. They do a pound shop version of it. Or is it just a pound? I don't know.
It's called Roblatone.
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 All right, okay. So where they hit in Poland is very close to the Ukrainian border. And it is very close.
Before you came on, I said basically because a lot of people in the chat were saying that Russia's definitely dropped missiles on Poland. Not necessarily the case at this point. All we know is that at least a part of a missile hit somewhere in Poland, and that could have been intentionally, could have been a badly aimed rocket, which is very possible given their tech, or could even have been a Ukraine anti-missile system. Either blowing a rocket up and part of it landing in Poland, or even sending a Russian rocket off course. So,
it's been enough though, for whatever it is, has triggered Article 4 in NATO.
Yeah, but don't pretend like they're not looking for a reason.
Yeah, bad, isn't it? It's bad. They've fired 80 missiles into Kyiv. Today.
Not sounding good.
2 missiles have landed in Poland.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, but it is very, very close to the border. Incredibly close. So
South Park is
Yeah.
great.
but
It
I'm
is
sick of
great.
giving Russia the benefit of the doubt. You know what? We give Russia the benefit of the doubt all the bloody time, and we gave them the benefit of the doubt that they weren't going to go into Poland, into Ukraine, and they flipping did. So maybe they don't they don't obey any rules. So screw them. They don't need
We're
to.
supposed to. They're not denying it or anything, are they? They're not saying it was an accident.
I
are
know
they?
they did. They have denied it.
They have
Oh,
denied
yeah,
it.
of course they
Ah.
denied it. It's never them. Never them.
John's kids don't like the NFL, but I can guarantee they don't like the Cleveland Browns after Hurricane Joey Edibles destroyed the Millennium Falcon.
It's all back together now. But
Oh dear.
Kobe was telling his mate this weekend, he was like, and I was listening to the conversation, like from the next room, and he was like, because his mate Teddy's into NFL stuff,
Right.
and he goes, yeah, my dad, he brought back this big American dude. Damn, he was loud. And he's like, and he was saying all sorts of words, Teddy, and Teddy was like, what? He was like, I can't say him. 'Cause if I say him, we're both going to get in trouble.
Many words, Teddy. Many words.
Was he effing and jeffing?
I thought he was. I didn't think he was that bad, to be honest. I mean, I make as much noise when I'm going and watching sports and when I'm really feeling passionate about something. I bellow. But Joey is loud. I mean, he's like he's an American. They're loud. It's just what they are. He's a lovely bloke, though. What a lovely bloke.
You're definitely facing out there. Off of.
I'm going to get some more beer.
More beer. Look, there's bloody Geordies. We didn't say it like that. Guinness is a good choice. It is. Joey says, brother Luke. Hey up, Joey. Basically pish, but pills is good. Oh, they don't mark it up. Up, man. Oh, Captain Mannery. For me, you go in to buy a macro lager, go to Lidl or Aldi and buy a Rheinbacher or Perlenbacher. No one can spell at this stage. I think everyone's been hitting it pretty hard.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of typos going on.
Like a virgin.
Like a virgin.
Vegan bastard.
Like a merkin.
Been sipping on a sack, not bad for a pail, but the head flopped off quick. Oh,
Like a merkin. Being touched for the
thank you.
like a merkin.
That's that song properly ruined forever now. Thanks, John. That's incredible.
Yeah. Destroyed it.
The Fluffy next to mine.
Mark going all Charlton Athletic tonight. Comes in with a lot of noise and enthusiasm and then freezes and disappears for a bit. Argyle are massive.
Clever from 3 games in a row, did they?
Oof. Argyle are massive. Chadeo is in.
Hello, Chadio. How you doing, man?
Chadeo.
Thanks for the beer review the other day. I'm glad you enjoyed it, old boy.
Chadeo in his house. It's like Sinn Féin. There you go. Who said the rocket was Russian? I don't think the rocket knows that either. Not poking fun, however, I think that we hear and see isn't everything when it comes to this war. Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, they picked up
I
the
would do that
Revenant missile. It's definitely Russian. Problem is, Ukraine has Russian missiles as well. What's to say that they didn't fire it?
Yeah.
Just to try and get NATO involved.
So I'll be saying that Brewdog are the Russian of brewers, as we always give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
I
probably.
don't think we've ever given them benefit of the doubt, have we?
I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
No. I've got an actual picture of the site where the missile landed.
Speaking of rockets, if anyone wants to see my rocket, it's $19.95 plus tax. Says Joe.
A month on
now I have
OnlyFans.
cash out. Now I have cash out.
You know who else is a virgin? My wife.
I doubt it.
Just having some curried nuts. Makes my
Right, boys, I
brain
must go
feel
because
like
I've got a wife that's got to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever it is.
Oh,
No worries, Matty.
I'll
Cool.
bid you farewell,
Yeah, we're
boys.
gonna- We're going to wrap it up.
Love you,
there
man.
Anyway, mate. That's all
Dude.
good. Take it easy, dude. Chadio says, yo.
Cheers, Paul. I think my internet's going funny anyway.
I think so.
Love you, man.
Whatever you just said, dude. Doesn't Dorito have your rocket, Joey? A nice rainbow flag. Oh dear. Fighting talk.
Ooh.
That was Mark from the Craft Beer Hub who joined us. Thank you for that, dude. He's done one now. He's going to go and well, I don't know what he's going to go do now, but I'm just
I think he's going to eat a pint of Pringles.
a pint of Pringles. Pint of
Yeah.
Pringles.
Oh,
Delicious. That is something I do eat a lot of at Christmas. I found Pringles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know why. It was
Hold on, I've just realised I've never managed to take this poll before. I've always wondered, right? What's everyone's go-to Christmas breakfast?
bacon sandwich. Are we talking like Christmas Day breakfast?
Yeah, Christmas Day breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah, bacon sandwich. Because it's enough, but it's light at the same time. I'm talking just one sandwich, 2 slices of bread, a bit of butter, 4 rashers of bacon, a bit of brown sauce. That's
Right.
that I usually do for me.
John?
I normally am slightly hungover, so I will have a cup of tea, then I'll have a couple of cups of coffee, and then hold out until lunch. Although, if I feel like I'm going to shout at the kids, I might sneak in a bowl of cereal.
Interesting. So this has answered the ultimate question I was trying to work out. It would appear that there's a trend, and I don't know how far from Nottingham this goes. I think it's probably an East Midlands thing. But there is a trend, and I think it originated, weirdly, as pork pie for breakfast on Christmas Day.
Ooh.
And has subsequently been rolled out to further meat and pastry products, and sausage rolls became a thing for Christmas Day breakfast. It's certainly not.
Oh,
Yeah, it's certainly not a just my
Greg's
family thing, but I don't know how far this goes. It is odd, and it does mean I have indigestion from 7 a.m., which is not ideal. But,
yeah.
but at the same
yeah,
time,
do that.
I refuse to not accept the tradition. So
Sausage
I don't
rolls.
understand it. It's
That's
a
a bit-
bizarre. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
But
bacon sandwich.
unfortunately, I've been conditioned now. I can't get away from it.
Yeah.
And is it like genuinely all right?
Oh yeah, it's great. Also, Paul Sheridan has just popped in the chat with pork pie and brown sauce. So it's not just me.
Pork pie, brown sauce.
It's not just me.
It must be a Nottingham thing.
It's a Nottingham or an East Midlands. I always thought it must be an East Midlands thing because obviously, I think it started as a pork pie thing, and Melton Mowbray's in Leicestershire, so which is only just down the road, really. So I feel like it's that kind of. I feel like it stemmed from there, possibly, but
A Sasuke sandwich.
A Sasuke sandwich.
Yeah.
Turkey.
Sasuke sandwich.
Who's got a bacon sandwich with cranberry sauce? It gets better. Sausage, get cold. Oh no. Oh no. What's that then?
It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong.
Sausage. I have a sausage. How's you just eat?
That's all right.
Just eat a couple of edibles for breakfast Christmas morning? That or mushrooms because I'm not doing anything that day. It's time to get high.
Very, very, very healthy breakfast. That just some mushrooms and toast.
Mushrooms,
Joey,
man. Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Magic mushrooms on a bit of toast. Christmas Day. A bit of sausage. Christmas Day breakfast for me is usually a paracetamol or 3, followed by two king some honey roast parsnips. I do like honey roast. Twocking? Is that what it is? Twocking?
taking without consent some honey roast parsnips. He
Twocking.
likes them because they're thin at one end and they get wider.
What?
I'm sorry, Luke. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist it.
Oh, dear. Mark Jones, Reek guys, I'm off to my cot. This man flu's killing me. Cheers, lads.
Oh,
Bless
bless
you too, mate.
Wish you a speedy recovery, fella.
you, dude.
So it's just later, Mark. Probably Quayer. He's having a laugh now, isn't he?
Still gone wrong. Still gone wrong.
Yeah, I felt dizzy for laughing a minute ago.
Probably Quayer.
God dear.
I think he's trying to say Quaker Oats. He's having porridge. It's fine.
Quaker Oats, yeah. He said he's just calling everyone gay. I don't know. That's a cheers, lads. My laptop went crazy.
Oh, bless him. Well, Black Friday on Friday might be time for a new one.
Is it Black Friday? No, it's not. It's next Friday, isn't it?
Oh, it's this Friday.
Thanksgiving's next. Isn't Black Friday after Thanksgiving?
Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was Friday.
I thought Thanksgiving's next
To
Thursday.
be fair, these days it runs for about a month, so I won't worry.
This is true.
I want my Sony ZV-1. That's what I want.
If Crumble's got indigestion, I thought I feel sorry for John down there.
True, I've just cut off here. It's just stomach acid just piling onto it.
Never heard that until I met the missus. She's from Leicester. There you go. Pork pie.
It's definitely an East Midlands thing.
I love pork pie. I wouldn't say no to a bit of pork pie for breakfast, but
do it. So I think the reason sausage rolls kind of, I don't know if they've taken over, but it certainly became a thing. It's because you can do them warm. You can't really do warm pork pie.
Yeah, you can.
You probably could, couldn't you?
You can, but the jelly goes warm as well, and that goes a bit weird.
Yeah, melt into the meat. Ugh.
No, because what happens is the jelly disappears. You don't have warm jelly; it goes. It just
total water.
It becomes like love gravy in your
love juice.
Yeah.
But warm sausage rolls are good on Christmas Day morning. I can tell you that much.
Story of my life, John. You twat.
Mark says better than calling someone a kumquat. Kumquat.
Kumquat.
John, which is important when it comes to parsnips, mouthfeel or girth?
I like that you couldn't even spell girth correctly. This is incredible.
He's had quite a few beers. I think, Luke, what's more important, mouthfeel or girth?
A bit of both, isn't it?
He's answered the question.
Yeah.
There you go. Sweet.
Kirky's going on about Quayers again. Did you actually did you mean to write Quaker the right way and then laughed at himself, or is he still just not getting it?
I don't know.
Quayer.
I think he's just throwing letters at a keyboard and seeing what sticks.
Goodness me, it's the crummy beard.
That's not
Big
me.
guys from Durham, UK. Cheers, Andrew. Thank you for joining us.
That beard looks better than mine. I'm jealous.
That's beautiful beard.
Look at that. Sweet, girthy happiness, Captain. Perth, girth. I was comparing Cats Meets Adventures. Posh Geordies. Right, I've caught up with the chat and we've done 3 hours. So I think I'm going to wrap it up there because we've all got things to do tomorrow. So I will take this moment to say thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you to Tom, John, and Mark, who've all got involved tonight and had a bit of a giggle, bit off the cuff, but yeah, that was fun. So I will do another stream towards the end of the month when I've got a bit of time off, and John and Tom, I'm sure, will be. You got any streams lined up or anything?
I've got Chris's beer reviews coming up this weekend.
You have?
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know. We might do something. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Awesome.
But yeah, we're certainly floating around the brewery this weekend.
Absolutely. Sounds good. Tom,
I'm going to have to tidy up though, because Tom
are you
came.
doing?
It looked like a bomb site.
There's a very strong chance of a stream on Friday, I think.
There you
It's
go.
looking very likely. I'm not going to confirm just yet because at the minute I spent by far too much time in the vets, and I don't know how that's going to pan out. But yeah, it looks all right. So we're good. But there'll be lots of videos if there's no live stream. But I think there will be one. I think so.
So there'll be content coming up. Sorry, John. What was you saying?
I was saying, what is that on Crummy's channel or on his Naked OnlyFans channel?
It depends how much you'd like to pay. That's all I can say.
Halloween Corner. Who's that? Somebody said there's a channel called Halloween Corner.
Where?
The next comment down from me.
Halloween Corner. What's better, Stella or Heineken?
Neither.
Heineken for me, but yeah.
I think. Well, assuming you're talking about ones brewed where they're meant to be brewed, then yeah, Heineken takes it.
Yeah.
I would say try something
different.
Festive
Flat. Adios, lads. Pass it, John.
Excellent.
What have I started?
Cheers, Henry. Thank you for supporting it, mate. Appreciate that, dude. Disco says, cheers. Beautiful beery peeps. Catch you again soon. Cheers, all. Thank you, Disco. Marcus just popped into chat. Says, cheers, Paul, and cheers, chat, you beauties. Thank you to Mark for getting involved before his computer started messing about. We appreciate it. There's loads of chat coming in.
Pray for PC.
I think just got Tourette's. $2.99 Crummy. That's been generous.
I don't think Luke's the target market. That's fine.
No. Festive goodbyes, guys.
See you, Kirky Belly.
Bye, guys. So yeah, we'll wrap it up now. Cheers, guys. Speak to you all soon, and until then, you take care of yourselves. All the best.
Too.